Because yeah, that's all right. So last week, let's drag you across to the big map. By the way, let's just give us a little bit of perspective, as it did have that week off. So, eventually you made it your way back to Bryn Shander, and you learned that Bryn Shander is having problems, and the particular problems is they're running out of whale oil. Now, whale oil is particularly useful because it lights the lanterns, it keeps, at least in some ways, the endless winter at bay. And if Bryn Shander goes completely dark without the whale oil, well, spirits will be down. So you agreed to join a whale oil merchant and head up north up here to Ungajuk's Bell, which is a whale that apparently can speak and can talk. And the idea was to go up there, negotiate with Ungajuk, because out in the sea of moving ice, in one of these icebergs somewhere, there's a bunch of sailors who collected whale oil, who are effectively trapped there on the ice. Now, put you in a slightly difficult situation because you have to say, "Hey, Mr. Whale, would you mind taking us to that iceberg out there so we can collect whale oil?" You know, the processed remains of no doubt one of your friends. So you're not quite sure how to do that. Your companion, whose name I'll get with you in a second, suggested maybe you said it was fish oil as opposed to whale oil, and maybe he'd have less of a problem that way. On the way, though, due to some very unfortunate rolls, I can't remember who rolled it, but you rolled the one encounter that is ranked as deadly according to the way that Dungeons and Dragons rank things. And it was Tarvin, was it? Well, yes. And unfortunately, Scar perished. In a very real sense, though, I think it's fair to say that Scar sacrificed himself to save Tarvin. With the dragon eventually finished it off with some massive wing attacks onto Scar, and Scar's body is broken. He's very obviously dead. I can't remember, but I think somebody tried some healing magic on him. Didn't work. Scar is dead. And I don't think you're here, Shajaya. I think we said you stayed back in Lonelywood, eating cookies, was it, I think?
I imagine that would be both of us.
Yeah. And Bugs as well.
Oh, Bugs as well. Well, maybe this is part of the problem. So we'll have Bugs and Shajaya come upon the scene, catching up to you guys through the snow. Apparently a little bit slow due to your cookies in your belly. And also Oyuman Tarok has joined you as well, the one who saved you from the Cold Light Walkers not so long ago. And we'll pick it up right from there as we'll say Shajaya, Bugs, and Oyuman Tarok come upon the scene.
The dragon's gone.
The dragon... You see it flying off into the distance. So the dragon's not dead.
If only.
Dragon is gone. And Oyuman Tarok stops and looks around and says, "What the hell happened here? We saw a dragon. Is everybody okay?"
No, that mad beastie of my mate Scar decided that he should take upon a dragon, and he sacrificed himself to save poor Tarvin.
Wait.
What are you thinking?
Scar is dead?
Yes.
Oh, this is grave news indeed.
Bugs takes off his ninja head wrap in hand and bows his ears.
there anything? Is it too late to do anything? Why weren't we here?
You were sorting things out with that druid up in Lowlywood. It was
Ravison?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were testifying in the case to make sure that justice was done.
And justice
That
was
sounds
done,
alright.
by the way. Ravison is locked up inside the Lonely Wood jail, and it was decided it was almost a fate worse than death. A druid who obviously loved nature, perhaps too much, to be locked up in a cage. So she apparently has got her just rewards. So that's what Shajaya and Bugs were doing.
Can we just bring Scar's body over here? I feel a bit weird with him way off to the trees there.
Or do we go to him?
Yeah, okay.
Let's all go to him. This way, guys. It seemed like a trap. The mountain, the hill. We thought there was someone dying there, and all of a sudden it turned into a dragon, and it blasted Tarvin, and then then Scar tried to save him. My X-Beak took off. Cal's X-Beak took off. In fact, I don't even know where they are. The bloody person who were on this bloody trip, he's taken off somewhere as well, on an X-Beak himself. We only managed to get back here, and we tried, Shajai, we tried, Bugs. I tried to bring him back many times, but that dragon was too much. And he fell. And then the beast flew away.
Oh, I think almost we need to count our blessings of the dragon. Well, maybe the dragon isn't finished. Maybe it will return. But that creature, I saw the size of it as we approached. I think, quite frankly, we are lucky that only Scar fell.
Do we know why the dragon was here?
Sleeping.
No.
Anyone's
idea.
guess.
Anyone's.
Should we search the area where the dragon was sitting, resting, hiding?
That might be wise. We can't let his death go to shame.
We also need to try and find our X-Beaks. We have 2 of the 4 that we should have. Mine's taken off. Yeah,
I could
mine's
track
fine.
them.
No, we've got 3. Yeah.
Perhaps
We'll
we could
need
track
to-
the others. Yeah.
We're definitely missing 2.
I
We
can
need
only
to
see
find-
2.
Yeah, sorry?
Oh, there's only 2 here.
I know, but the Bugs and Shajai would have rode in on one themselves,
Yes, true.
because we left one with them. And so that's Cal's one and your one, I think. That's Cal's one and Scar's one.
Mm.
Because Scar tried to feint him with an X-Beak hopping off, but that probably led him to his doom.
Well, whatever we need to do it quickly. Bugs, you seem... Maybe have a look around, see why the dragon was here. Maybe we just got damn unlucky. Make an investigation check for me, Bugs, if you have a look at this mound that this dragon emerged from. As I said, it looked like a big old hill. Yeah, Bugs, you go through, sift through the snow, and all you actually find is snow. There's no treasure or anything like that. There just appears to be a plain old big mound of snow. No dragon scat, unfortunately. Lots of money to the right buyer, I suspect, but yeah, nothing.
Arvin, shall we see if our rides are close by?
Yeah, let's go looking for them. Or,
Are we just going to leave Scar's body, or are we going to...
Oh, no, I reckon we can use some of these logs and stuff over here to make a litter, so we can at least drag his body back to town eventually after we complete our mission.
Okay.
perfect.
So
feel better if we do
I'd
that.
like to see if I could put one of a litter together that we could perhaps drag behind one of our X-Beaks.
Okay, so first of all, for the X-Beaks that took off, whoever's searching for the X-Bigs, can you make a survival check, please?
Ah,
I'm going to say you're an X-Big short.
Yeah.
So you're one of the...
Malamak. Can Malamak find his one, since I got the highest roll?
Sure.
Thank
Malamak's...
you. I forgot what I named him, but we're bonded really tightly, even though I've forgotten his name. Shard. That's it. I remembered. Yes. I definitely get Shard back.
there's 2 here already.
We'll drag you back over here. So which one went missing? Did you guys still have the finger?
The finger would have been the one
That
that...
was mine and what's his name?
Yeah, I think that disappeared with Twitch when we sent him back with Mia back to Bryn Shander. Yeah. So Tarvin's one, I think, is gone.
What? How do you decide?
Well, no, because I got the higher roll, and like that one at the top was the one that because Cal rode his one back, and the one at the top was Scar's one.
Then, bye, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fluffy's gone. All right. Poof.
But
I bunny
Scar-
hopped to whoever had a spare seat, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're riding Shajaya's one, I think.
Oh, which
And,
one's that?
Did you call him Tony? Was Tony your one, Shajaya? Yeah, Tony.
Well, let's do it this way. There go Shajar and Tony on this one. Tarvin, you're mountless. Cal, which one's yours?
Stripe, because it goes faster.
Okay.
That's right.
And Malamak's on Shard.
Shard.
And Axie
And
was
then
Scars.
Yeah, so Tarvin, you can hop on Axie. We're not actually...
Why can't I just keep Fluffy? And
Because
get rid of
Axie is still
Axie
on the thing.
on the thing?
Is that the one that... Well, was that the one that was closest to the dragon and therefore ran away the most?
Yeah. Why
we'll go with
wasn't
that.
on the map?
Okay, alright. Fair enough.
All right. Well, so you find your X-Bigs, so except for one, but we'll deal with that in a second. And I'll say it's easy enough to create some type of sled behind one of these beasts of burdens with which you could put Scar on. And Ayum Tardok says, what are we dragging this body around for? I mean, I actually had some news for Scar, so this is unfortunate in many ways. But I need to ask, why are we dragging this body around? It'll attract creatures. What are we hoping to achieve?
Malumak, you knew Scar the longest and his Morning Lord following. How would he want to go?
Sorry, but Cal actually knew him the longest.
Oh, sorry,
They were on
Cal.
the guards together. I
Well-
just wanted him that day.
Well, I always thought that he would have wanted to be returned to the House of the Morning Lord, and according to the traditions of the House of the Morning Lord.
Do they have a time for how long their body can be out, though? Do they need to be burned first and their ashes taken?
Well, I'm not the most religious of people. I can see if I can recollect. Shall I have a...
I know he would have preached to you many occasions.
Nope.
To be fair, I didn't really listen too hard what he was saying. I just always knew that there was going to be a warm cup of milk, a beer, and a long and interesting story whenever he would talk about the Morning Lord.
I think it's a fine idea.
Do a fire and take his ashes with us.
Take
Yeah.
his body back, as is. Fight off anything that comes for it.
Well, so we've got 3 druids here. What's the druidic feeling on the way that bodies should be dealt with?
I thought just as the player, I thought that we were burning bodies so that they didn't get raised again.
That's my thought too, just knowing that Scar's most hated enemy is undead.
Yeah. If we burn him,
Well, before we burn him, if I remember correctly, he had an amulet of health, and I think perhaps he would want that to have gone to somebody who would benefit from it. He was always wanting people to benefit, so he had that amulet, which I think would bolster people's constitution, if I correctly remember.
That's
What
good.
what
I think we should take all Scar's belongings and pack it in a bag, and we can go through it. I don't think he'd want us to be without anything that could support us. I know he had one of those crafted necklaces as well that we could put with his ashes once he's burned.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
So are we building a pyre then?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, let's.
If we can't take him with us, we have to do something
Mm-hmm.
respectful.
Yeah.
Maybe the most religious among us could say a prayer over this.
Are you meant to talk? I'll happily light the.
Yep, you can light the fire up. And Oyam Tarok takes a deep breath. And as he starts speaking, you can see he's upset. He's fighting to hold back tears. And he says, I did not know Scar very long. Only met him a few times, but we'll get to this later. I had news for him that I think he'd be interested in, but that is a story for another time. From what I know of Scar, he was I think the word that comes to mind when I think of Scar is nobility. And from what you've told me about his death, he died as he lived. There was a literal dragon here. I only need to look over at you, Tarvin, and see how close you came to death. And you would be dead, if it were not for the sacrifice of Scar. So when I think of nobility, when I think of bravery, when I think of thinking of others before yourselves, I think of Scar. And as we place him upon the pyre, I feel maybe if anybody else wants to say something, now would be the time.
I found something that I can read as a druid.
Sure.
It's actually an actual druid prayer. It's not a Dungeons and Dragons one. It's quite apt. And so Shajaya would prepare the ground around the funeral pyre. Presume he's on that already.
Mm-hmm.
She would say, earth below me and in my bones, sky above me and in my breath, seas around me and in my blood. By the power of the Holy Three, I proclaim this to be a sacred time and space. For the good of all beings, I call on your aid as I cast the circle of this rite. This earth, I sprinkle earth around. I bless and hallow the circle, power of the north. With the fire, I bless and hallow the circle, the power of the south. With this feather, I bless and hallow the circle, the power of the east. With this water, I bless and hallow the circle, power of the west. Now is the time of return, and I thank you for your presence and blessings. That's it.
Scar, promise I'll look after me for you.
Well, Scar, you saved my life. You're a good sort. And maybe we'll see each other again someday.
And I swear, if we ever find that dragon again, and if that dragon's in league with this Frost Maiden, the last thing that will ever go through its mind will be my axe.
Malamak, nods gravely.
And with that, the flames take over. We'll get to his equipment in a second. We'll say you got the useful stuff you want, but
Well,
Scar's
hopefully
body. Sorry, you go.
I was going to say, hopefully the flame will also attract back our guide as well. He might be able to see that from some distance, the smoke.
That or he'll assume it's the smoke from the dragon's nostrils.
It's a nice dragon, though. It does cold stuff, not fiery stuff.
Ah,
It's old and cold.
The flames do take to Scar's body, and you see him, just gradually engulfed by the flames, and you know that, his body will be burned up before long. And are you going to wait for the fire to go down? Are you going to collect ashes? What you going to do?
Malamak was hoping to collect ashes somehow. He's
Yeah.
just looking to see if he might use Scar's water skin if he has like a water bottle or something like that to sort of collect his ashes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He looks over at Bugs, who has his whale tooth pendant. Is that like his holy symbol?
no, we were all crafted those individually by Garrett's husband, Keegan. And there was
Wait.
one crafted for Scar.
That's right.
So I thought we might wrap it around it, and that can be like the name that's engraved on it.
Yeah, and I'll also take his holy symbol as a paladin,
Mm-hmm.
if he's got one, and just tie it neatly around this water skin that's now filled with his ashes. Just hold it, and he's going to bring it to the Morning Lord, House of the Morning Lord, eventually.
I think it might be good to eventually pass one of those pendants on to Mir as well. I know he was like a child to Scar who he took on.
Yeah, Guy absolutely saved him. That's what Malamak does. Has it been enough time? Just like Malamak looks over at Tarvin and sees how beat up he is, and geez, I'm sorry, I can't help. Maybe Shajaya or Oyumanatok could help you with your current state.
I'm a bit beaten up.
Let's have a look. So Oyum and Tarok. Yeah, he pumps enough healing into you, Tarvin, that you can assume you're back at full hit points. So
Oh, yes.
quite adept at it. And I'm going to say during the while you're waiting for the flames to die down, your guide Helka, he returns back on his axe-beak, and he sees what's going on, and he realizes what's happening, and he keeps a respectful distance. So he has rejoined you. If you remember, he kind of left on a rather upset axe-beak. But he's found his way back to you thanks to the pyre that you've set up here.
Did he bring the axe-beak back?
He has his own personal axe-beak, but not an
Yep.
additional axe-beak. Yeah.
Malamak stares over at him and then talks to Bugs and Shajaya. This is Helka. He was who we were on the mission for.
He nods.
Just nod back. I will just nod back at him lightly.
Oyum Tarok says, as I said, I did have some news to bring of Scar. This is something Scar shared with me himself. He didn't want to make a bigger deal of it than needed to be made of. But, as you all no doubt know, I know some of you here are member of the Reghead tribes. There is a tiger tribe led by a lady called Queen Brunhild. She is in fact the leader of this tribe and has been the leader of the tribe for some time. Now, I do not know you about this was Scar, but when he was young, old enough to remember, but not so old that I don't remember, he was cast into the sea of the moving ice as a sacrifice to Oriel, the Frost Maiden. Cast onto the sea by his mother, no less, Queen Brunhild herself a silver dragonborn as well. Now I pulled Scar from the ice that day and spared him a freezing death, and I bore him safely to the 10 Towns. Now, Scar and I talked about this. He realizes that I did save him, but he had shall we say, he feels he owes his mother a merciless death. So, perhaps if you come across the Tiger tribe in your travels, and you find Queen Brunhild, maybe remind her of what she did, how she sacrificed Scars to the Ice Maiden herself. This was something personal to Scar. So, I will leave that with you.
Scar.
As he was born, he was abandoned, but as death, he has many friends. So it's another facet to the noble creature that was Scar.
Well, are you ready to move?
Yeah. Yes, I'm just wondering if there's anyone here who got the skill or a method of calling the X-Speaks.
Oh, we've got them back.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise they came back. I thought one was missing.
One was missing, yep.
One was missing.
We've lost one.
Yeah.
But Bugs and I are both relatively small characters, so we could probably share one, because I think Bugs and Twitch would
Okay.
be one.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Still got enough to travel.
Yeah, well, you're down a party member and you're down an X-Speak, so it kind of balances out.
Okay.
The question that I have is, who gets this pendant? Who feels the least constitutional, shall we say?
This will raise your constitution to 19.
Is it something handy for... Because Shajai had it initially. Is it something handy for Bugs or Shajaya or...
Mine is 15. I'm not sure.
It's
my con's 16, but I'm also doing my best to stay out of the sort of melee range myself. It might be
Right.
Cal's. It'll bring Cal's down, I reckon.
Yeah, no, mine's 19 as well.
Yeah, so his is already 19. It might be a good one for Shajaya in case she turns back when she, you know, how she goes into wolf mode, and then if she turns back, then she can take a couple of hits in her Shajaya form. Is my thinking. Because Bugs, you're sort of trying to shoot things from afar as well, right?
I shoot and rapier, yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly
you
rapier.
you got mainly rapier, actually.
Maybe we
it's-
might chance upon a stranger who might want to join the party, who might need it.
This is
Maybe,
true.
but
That's very meta right there. Very meta.
I think so. I'm happy for either Bugs or Shajaya to have it. They stand to gain the most from it.
I can take it now, and then and if it's needed to be passed on in the future, I'm someone who needs it more than me. I'm happy to do that.
You need to like concentrate or something. Do you have to? What's the term? You have to attune. Yeah.
Attune to it. I'm going to have, say, during your travel, Shajaya gets a chance to attune to it, and I've added that to your character sheet, Shajaya. And you'll notice with your new increased constitution, your hit points have gone up from 32 to 40.
Okay.
And you now have the two attuned items. You have the Ring of Warmth and the Amulet of Health.
Yes.
So you can do one more.
And was there anything in that loot? Sorry, Scar. For Cal that would boost Cal. Is he an armor? Is his armor better or something?
Let's have a look. So Scar. Well, first of all, he has 3 gold and 5 silver. You can do with that what you like.
Can that go into our kitty, please?
Yeah.
We should save 2 coins for his eyes.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, we could do that. That's lovely.
There's also a chainmail, javelin, longsword, shield. Oh, a potion of vitality. When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and causes any disease or poison affecting you.
Chainmail's medium, isn't it?
No, heavy.
Oh, the chainmail's heavy. Okay, cool.
Bugs, if no one is opposed, would like to take the rope to tie around himself, just so he doesn't have to keep asking for people's rope for an extra 50.
Sure.
Take it.
I mean, the most valuable thing here, apart from the amulet, is the potion of vitality.
Who wants to take the vitality? I think that might be a good one for a non-druid to have, maybe.
Vitality, is that health? Right?
It's an exhaustion. It cures a level of exhaustion.
It does exactly this.
Oh, disease.
Oh,
and
okay.
poison.
Any disease or poison, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Any
And
of
you
us can
regain
use
the
that.
maximum.
Except Slard.
Yeah, except Slars.
Yeah,
is
don't
that
feed him that.
not technically a disease, not technically a poison.
What is it technically then?
Uh,
An infestation? No.
yeah, something like that. Yep, but
An invasive.
invasive species. Yep.
Hmm.
So who's taking the potion?
I reckon it's a good one for non-healers. So
Right, I can
Cal,
hold on to it.
Bugs,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Bugs?
You take
Okay.
it, Bugs. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'll add that to your character sheet as well, Bugs.
And the chainmail will be pretty. It's worth a bit of pretty penny, though, isn't it? It's not the cheapest thing in the world to come across. So we may as well put it in a bag.
Okay, so you have a
Yep.
potion of vitality in your inventory now, Bugs. Just
Thank you.
that's right.
Why don't you pick up the chainmail, Malamok? You're big and
I just-
strong.
Yeah, I'll hold the chainmail in my.
Has anyone not got a climber's kit?
Just checking my rucksack.
I've got one.
I do.
Yeah, I think you'll have one when you went up Calvin's Care and you all purchased one, so you're good.
I'm going to add the chainmail to my backpack if that's okay, Malcolm.
Sure, go for it.
It's just a standard chainmail, I presume.
Yep, just stock standard chainmail. Okay, so with the functionally important but perhaps a little grim task of taking the useful items from Scar, as I said, and messenger there, leaving them here on the frozen tundra would perhaps be the greatest insult to your friend Scar, because who knows who or what could get these very important items. So you all take a deep breath. If anybody wants to say any final words to Scar, now would be the time.
Your greatest strength and your greatest weakness was your trust in others. We'll complete this for you. We will complete this for you.
Well, I agree.
Jump on our birds.
Yep, you jump on your birds. Ayum and Tarek says, as I said, it seems a bit pointless now with Scar not going away, but maybe not the most pressing matter now, but I can tell you, if you search to the west, to the east, the last time I saw the tribe was about here. I know they move around a lot, but it is worth looking right about there. And with that, Ayum and Tarok says his goodbyes again. And you, with your whale oil merchant friend Helka, you start making your way to Angajuk's Bell.
The only question I do have we... Oh, no, it's okay. It's fine. Cool.
For reasons, I'm going to say that your trek to Angajuk's Bell goes relatively uneventfully.
For a reason.
So feel free to take a long rest to get all your hit points back, get all your other bits and pieces.
Long rest?
Long rest, yep, because it takes more than a day to get to Angajuk's Bell. So you camp out overnight. As I said, for reasons, it goes relatively smoothly. So this is why you get your long rest. And what you see is this. Boom. So what you see, and Helka explains this as well to you. There's a little cabin here. It's closed. You don't know what's inside. There's a boat here that's moored to it. But by far the most interesting thing is over here. There's a wharf of sort with a bell on it. And Helka says, well, when we're ready, our one is to ring the bell, and that will summon the great Angajuk. I have to ask though, what do we do? Do we bribe the whale? I don't know what a whale would like. Do we lie to the whale? How are we going to approach this?
Malamak says Scar did all the talking for us. He was by far the most gifted of the Gab. Who's going to speak? I mean, I can speak with animals. Well, this animal can already speak. I do not have the gift of the Gab myself.
I mean, are we going to flat out lie to the whale and say we need to rescue these sailors and get the fish oil, quote unquote?
We even need to mention the fish oil. We are here to save some sailors and their merchandise. Can we say that they were traders?
We can, but I mean, there are barrels of oil there. It is bound to come up. And maybe that's a problem for afterwards. I don't know. But it's going to be pretty obvious these barrels contain oil of some sort.
Are we going to take the oil? That what we want to do?
We definitely do.
The plan was to take the oil, if you missed it last week, Leah, back to Bryn Shander
Okay.
so they can light their lamps again. Because there's been no light
It's good.
left. So it's important, but
Okay.
obviously the whale probably not too fond of it.
Oh.
Does anyone have any other options?
I vote we just tell them straight up the truth, because any whale that can talk must be magical and potentially could read our minds or know if we're lying.
But I don't think the whale's going to be particularly happy to know that we want to go and save some people who are whale hunters.
Ahoy! Travelers! Me and my companions approach. And you look behind you, and you see a group of 6 people approaching. All very much covered in winter clothing. So it's hard to make out much features. But there's one guy sort of in front of him who said, "May we approach?" "We mean you no harm."
Can we do an insight on that?
You can do an insight at disadvantage because you're not really getting a read on his face and he's very far away, but absolutely.
I wouldn't mind doing that. What is it? Did that come through?
Oh.
No. I got a 6.
You got a 6. Yeah, you don't know. I mean, as I said, it's very hard to get a read on these creatures from this far away. Let me just go to the thing over here. You don't know. I mean, we
What about
reach.
if we just take out like daggers and stuff like that and just hold them casually in front of us while we ask them to come over?
We can have our hands on our
Yeah.
hilts.
Hilts.
Yeah.
We mean you no harm. I understand your caution. These are difficult times.
What are you? What do you want here?
Well, you see the man approach. He keeps about 30 feet away from you. And he looks like pretty much every other 10-towner you've seen. He's he's dressed up. He's human. You can tell almost by his voice. He doesn't have a Scottish accent. He's not talking like an elf. And he says, "My name is Gendrin. I did hear you. Let's be upfront and honest as we can. I did hear you talking about the whale. We have a proposition I think you'd be interested in. May I approach?"
Fourth.
You and you alone shall approach and parley with us.
Okay, he turns back to his men and he says, and just waves to them, and he approaches, and they stay, they're 30, 40 feet away from you. But this man comes up, we'll say right here. And he says, "As I said, my name is Gendrin Earth. Greetings to you. I have a proposition for you. You seem to be having problems with this whale. There is, shall we say, I have great profit that could be made from this situation. Something I think would benefit you and benefit my men as well." And you glance behind and you look at the men and you can't help but notice one of the men isn't in fact a male, but a female. And you see her shifting. She's noticeably uncomfortable. And what does this strange new creature look like, Albert?
You're up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's coming loud and clear. You're good.
Alright. Like she is. Oh wait, I wrote it down. Oh, here it is. Oh, she is it and first very young, like teen, look wiry and thin. Like she hasn't eaten in a while. She has a curious smile, kind of upbeat about her. Getting them here, despite all the cold and everything. Got to find features. There's one amber eye and silver eye. Really pale and there's that glow like lava and across her face shoulders. Wait, did one of her eyes just did one of the tattoos just smiley face? Really proud of Aya.
Yeah,
Almost lost it.
you're a
So she's
very-
in.
I think there was a smile in there.
A smiley face
Am
tattoo.
I dropping in and out?
Yep.
Yeah.
that was better then, though.
Huh, I wonder why. Maybe let's pull closer to me. Yeah, that's what she looks like. You missed a really good description.
Well, it's quite windy. It's quite hard to see.
Is she human, elf, or what is she?
I'm not sure, man. She's got super pale skin, but oh, you are an
I can see she's got 2 color eyes.
these tats glow like lava, and sometimes changing to be
Yeah, cut out.
face. Yeah.
She's got some tattoos. Oh yeah, 2 different
Yeah.
color eyes.
Oh, hang on. Like this. Is that making any?
Blends into the snow a bit.
Say something else, Albert. That was sounding a little bit better. Say something else. Nah, still choppy.
Hang on, guys. Okay. I've moved into a new place yet again, but I'll be in here. Oh,
Do we know what profession or class she is? No, not yet. Too early to tell.
she's like totally covered all these furs, so it's we just see the tats on her.
Okay, that was sounding better, Albert.
Hmm.
I'm like leaning right into them.
We'll say as well, all these other people you see from a distance. They're 30 feet off the map, but they're still there. But anyway, you see this one creature who's distinctly different to the rest of them. And he says, me and this guy you're talking to, Genrith Urith, he says, yeah, as I said, we got a proposition for you. It's a way that all of us could make quite a bit of money. I know you're interested in money. Am I right?
Bugs raises his hand.
Honest. I like that. What about you, dwarf? Don't tell me a dwarf's not interested in making a little bit of coin.
Yes, but I have to make it the right way. So, what's the general gist of the plan? You don't have to give us the details, but where does the profit come in?
Well, as you no doubt know, there is a great whale here called Ungachuk. Now, if you keep your ear open as I do, you would have heard that Ungachuk is an old whale, and her life, shall we say, is coming to a rather rapid end. that my sources are correct. She's been attacked by a great white dragon. And if what I heard is true, she's on her last, shall we say, legs, as it were. My understanding is she doesn't have much life left in her. So me and my mates here, we have a little plan that we'll say put her out of her misery and line our little pockets while we do it. See, my mates over here, we've got this oil. Now, what we plan to do, we plan to spread it out where Angajuk is. Ring the bell and bring the bright beast to the surface. At which point, we'll do the only honourable thing we can, and we'll end the great creature's life, put her out of her misery. And we harvest what we can, and let's just say healthy profit for all of us. So what do you say? We put the creature out of its misery, make a bit of profit on the side. No real losers here.
Well, except we've got to go and rescue a trapped crew out on the ice, and the only way we can get out there is to use Angachuk's services.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what I hear, Angajuk can barely swim, let alone transport people.
So, you want to, the whale is Angajuk?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to kill the whale?
No. Put the whale out of its misery. As I said, it's been attacked by its dragon. It's not long for this world. So we'll put it out of its misery and make a little bit of profit on us.
Who are you to say it's in misery? Does the whale want to go?
What, like all of us. You know, if I was on my deathbed, I don't want to cling to life, but I hope my friends would be wise enough to see that, you know, needless suffering without an end to the suffering it's a merciful death. So even though the whale might not agree with it, I think if she was thinking clearly, she would. Like, wouldn't you want to be of your, you know?
So you're saying if anyone had an illness that was life-threatening, you would take their life?
Only if they were in consistent pain, you understand, and there's no respite for the pain. I mean, as far as I can tell, Angajuk's future life is going to be nothing but pain. As I said, it's a merciful death.
To me, the whale might know something or have some information you might not want us to have.
It's a bloody whale. What information could it have? It's lost its mind too, from what I heard.
This whale is intelligent and can talk. It is tied to the spell by magical means. You're talking about slaying this beast to just get a little bit of oil.
Oh, no.
I feel that one thing is missing. We're not talking with the whale itself. Now, if the whale begs to be put out of its misery, then I'm sure it's there, but you waltzing up here, feeling like you can come and slay this great beast just to line your pockets. Step back.
Look, friend.
Don't call me friend.
Look.
This has been a hard trip out here. We have got a mission far greater than any coin. We're here to save lives, and you're asking us to slay the beast that could potentially help us? It makes no sense. I think you and your party need to back away. Malamak holds his staff tightly in his hand. Only then does he look back to the others to see whether they're with him or not.
Well, for a start, you can let me know what your characters want, but with that speech, you can make an intimidation check if you like.
Thank you. I get it at advantage as well as a
Sure.
as
sure.
a
It's a half orc.
You're an orc.
as a half orc.
Yep.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh, for a
22.
22.
It's not coming through. Okay.
No, I see it on the D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
You're on
Yep.
a 20 and a 10. And with
Yep.
a plus 2 makes it a 22. Look, this is unfortunate. If you don't want to make profit, I can understand that. I think we'll just be on our way. And they just turn and walk away. I can't help.
Did
but
you
ask.
say? Yeah.
Just
they're
walked away.
They walked away. They with the Malamax threat, and you guys kind of backing them up with Shajaya sniffing haughtily, obviously not agreeing with killing this apparently gravely injured whale. They've just turned and left. I can't help but ask what the female in the group is doing.
As she
Try.
starts walking with them,
Yeah.
stops. Bugs. As we walk away.
Cutting out for me.
This is a weird question. Oh, but are you in the house, or are you sitting out in the conservatory or something?
Max.
Bugs speaks aloud. He's been having a conversation with Whimsy, and says to the others, "It's nice to meet you. I'm glad you decided to stay and chat. Would you like to introduce yourself to me and my fellow comrades? I'm Bugs."
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, she just seems in absolute awe of Bugs. Like she's searching for Wes. Just opens her arms, charges at Bugs, goes in for a big hug.
Bugs, shocked by
You are so fluffy.
looks over to the nearest person, I guess, Tarvin. Looks over to Tarvin and just mouths, "Help me."
Tarvin puts both hands
my
up
God.
and,
And then
big head backs away.
pats her back.
He's a man.
What in the God's name are we bringing such a creature in? Maybe she's best. This is your guide talking. Maybe it's better if she joins the other one. I mean, God, what the hell? What are we really taking this person on?
Which person? Where?
This person who's clinging to me said she also does
Oh
not
God,
want
I'm
the whale
so sorry.
dead.
I can introduce myself as Shajaya and shake her hand and get guidance at the same time. Does that work? See who she is and
Oh, amazing.
guidance, or I don't want to be rude and detect her thoughts, but I can do that too.
Her tats are just
Her tats literally move with her mood, Albert?
not literally, but the control. Yeah.
Cool.
They
That's
also answer things when they did the $sign before as well.
What is we're here on an very important. What is your name, creature? Let's start
Oh,
there.
my name's Whimsy, and I'm not a creature.
Whimsy, we are on a very important mission here that will save the 10 towns. You seem out of your depth. Perhaps it's best if you returned with your traveling companions.
Oh, they are head. What's this? For them. They don't have The gravity that they do not have.
Well, they
Oh
don't have-
wow.
I'm a herringon. That's what my talking breed are called.
Can you talk?
Yes, yes. How old are you?
Hey? Woman.
I don't know what's going on.
I think I
Yes,
shouldn't.
you, Whimsy.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm 28, I'm 18.
18. God, I've got a daughter your age.
Oh,
This
Okay.
is weird.
Well,
this
she's
is
just heading
amazing.
into adulthood, you know.
Where do you come from, Wincy? I like your tattoos. Tell us about them.
Thank you. Many people like my. It's crime. Outside of shame. But yeah, and was out in the fields. Passed out. Up. That's with all face on me.
Yeah,
Gotta
the audio, Albert, is just killing you.
Shit, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't hear a thing.
Not a single
I
thing.
don't know how to solve it. So
Do you have a have you got a microphone or something that you're using?
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
using
in Discord you could turn the sensitivity up, maybe.
Mm.
And whatever it is, mic and audio settings, or whatever. Let's have a look.
That AirPods thing, is that a school solution there, Shajai?
Pardon me, say that again.
That AirPods thing, is that a common thing that happens in your school when people have their AirPods in?
Yeah, and in my own home with my own 13-year-old daughter. Yeah. And I'll say, okay, when you get home, this is what I need you to do, blah, blah, blah. And then she'll go take one out and say, I didn't hear, sorry.
Let's see if we can get this.
Which means I don't want to hear.
better. Is this better? Is that better? Is that better? No. Yes.
Yeah.
Sounding good?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Better
So
here.
far, so
Better
good.
up here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Up
that's
here?
good. So let's rewind the clock back a little. Let's pick it up where Whimsy comes in and crushes Bugs in a hug. What does Whimsy say? Let's see how you're coming in, Albert.
Don't give us this treatment.
See, I really want to know you. I really want to get to know you, but it's so hard.
Absolutely.
Who are you?
Albert?
The longer this takes, the more my ribs are getting crushed.
Constitution saving throw.
Might need to at this point.
Is she real? Is she a ghost?
Could she not psychically answer the questions by just typing in the? Oh yes, she is. Starting.
No, I can't hear you,
No.
mate.
No. Do you want to try talking in Roll20?
I think she can't speak common. That's the problem.
Maybe go on your phone, Albert? Would that help? As opposed to the Discord app on your computer?
It's a good point. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think he's already restarted earlier, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was doing that, if you'll remember, a few weeks ago, and it was Discord.
Yeah, I've had a couple of buggy sessions of Discord, and I've
Yeah.
somehow can't remember, but I've somehow figured it out. But yeah, it's not perfect. every time. But maybe just resetting your, what is it, for me, most of the time, if not all times I had problems, I just went into settings, voice and video, and down the bottom, the old reset voice settings, that seemed to work for me. Seems to be fixing most issues. So I don't know if you can hear me, Albert, or that was you leaving, maybe.
Can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you.
That was the old reset. I gave that a crack.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
reset.
Look how
There you
clear
Is
it
that
is.
better?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. I don't. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Discord.
Okay.
is
The most
balls.
clear I've ever heard you. Wow. In all our
That's my-
sessions.
I changed
Okay.
my voice as well. That's
right,
probably
cool.
what it is.
That's perfect, Albert. Perfect. So Whimsy comes up
Okay.
and crushes Bugs in a hug. We'll pick it up
Is
from
that
there.
Fluffy? That's what it was. Hey. Oh my god, it's so fluffy. Where did we go from there? I can't remember.
Well, let's just pick it up from there. We're not we're just completely resetting the
Okay.
timeline to that point.
Oh, all right.
Okay. What?
Yeah, she's. Sorry.
What the hell? Get off her! We don't know you.
Who are you?
She takes a step back and her the tats on her face are making like kind of little hearts. Oh god, oh I'm so sorry. This happens sometimes when I get excited. My name's Whimsy. God, hello, everyone. She does a bit of a half curtsy. And
Hello.
but she can't take her eyes off Bugs. Yeah. Oh god, I got a soft toy just like you. Like where I come from.
You, young lady, are clearly out of your depth. You do not hug creatures that you don't know. Maybe you should go back to wherever you came from and play with your
Who doesn't
dolls.
want a hug? Oh my goodness.
Do
That is
not
the
hug
wrongest
me.
thing ever.
Stay
Well,
away
I wouldn't
from
hug
me.
you because you're UGLY. God. Duh.
Am I the only one who's seeing this? This young lady
Yeah,
is clearly out of her depth. She's naive. She's foolhardy. I bet she goes on her
And
way.
little bit hurt on top of that now. Thank you.
Yes, but why was she in comrades with these other men? They must have had her on their
like,
team
we-
for a reason.
We
Because
asked
they
you
smell and they wanted somebody who looked amazing.
why did they want
Probably.
someone who looked amazing?
Because I can do things and stuff, you know.
Well, aren't they going to be upset if you just stay with us?
We could find out.
Plainly,
So
this
you're leaving-
creature has no loyalty. She jumps from party to party. Who knows? She might
I don't
abandon
want
us
to
as
go
an
back with
extra.
those smelly bastards.
What things can you do? Let's cut to the chase.
I sometimes do some stuff and it looks really cool and amazing and all my friends thinks it's amazing. And then sometimes some bad stuff happens, very rarely. But I generally get described as doing amazing stuff. I made a
What's your
poster.
pers-
Want to see the poster?
I would love to see this poster. It might give us more details.
Yes.
She pulls a little picture out of her pocket and it just says Whimsy the Amazing. I haven't finished it yet. It's gonna look amazing too.
Sure.
Whimsy.
Hmm.
Would you mind if I
What's your
talk
name?
to? My name is Gendrin.
Fine. Yeah,
Would you mind if
your
I
mum and
just?
dad knew what they were doing.
They did. As I said, we're on an important mission here, and would you mind if I talk to my comrades here before we?
I
talk
love
to you?
important missions. I love important missions. We should do an important mission together. I would be amazing on an important mission.
Could you give us a demonstration of this amazing stuff?
Yeah, please.
Sometimes I do this, and she shoots a firebolt out of her hand. And then I do this, and she shoots some prestidigitationary thingy out of her. Hang on, let me see what she can do. Oh, and then Oh, naughty. She sees the whalebone carving around somebody's neck, and she starts to pluck that from their neck, but she's about 20 feet, 30 feet away from them. And she starts, like, it starts moving off from their neck and starts heading towards her. She reaches out to it to take it. I can do that. And then I can do this. She literally talks to Bugsy in her head and says, "You're so cute." And
Bugs looks at the others and goes, I didn't start this conversation. I thought I ended it.
And then, it's been so long since I've had a chance to talk to people who can actually hold a conversation. Look at Vendrin. He looks like he can hold a conversation with an old person. Yeah, I can do heaps of stuff. God, I'm so amazing.
I've seen some minor magical abilities. Nothing much of note there.
Do you mind if we have a little group huddle while you wait over there?
I love group huddles. I'm in. Oh, while I wait over there.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
This is just like high school.
So you keep your distance? Okay, Whimsy moves away. Am I the only one who's seeing this? This lady is insane. She shows some minor magical abilities.
Woman, I heard that.
Do we really need this person?
Seems a bit like she might have some.
Web. I can do web as well. I forgot that one. I forgot it.
Web. She's got some handy skills.
Abilities.
Yeah.
She seems. The only question that I have is whether she
Can
would
you go
actually want to
invisible?
go into
Yes,
danger
I
with
can.
us.
Was that
The
gonna
sort
be
of
a question?
danger that we're talking about. We're talking about slaying O'Reilly, or at least drastic. We're talking about going to war with a god. Is that fair for us to take someone so young?
My last boyfriend said he was a god. You guys have got to talk down, eh? You gotta lower your voices.
All right, well then I'll ask you. And
I don't think I can get through with more than one day.
By the way,
says,
Albert, just given your backstory that we talked about, you have no idea who or what O'Reilly is. You just know that it's cold.
I know.
So just keep
But
that in
I
mind.
assume as much. Yes. Yeah.
I
My
hate
wife-
to say this, but as a Harangon, we leave home very young, you know. I've been on this road for a long time now, and I don't want to say age is a limit here.
Fluffy
Right,
and smart. Oh my god.
Well then, in which case, just the same as we discussed with the whale, the decision should be hers. We'll
Save the-
lay it
I
out.
agree. Let's lay out everything. The dragon, you know, they don't know what she's getting into. We can't willingly accept a possible death without them knowing that that could be an option.
Sure. And so Mother Muck opens up from the thing again, out of the huddle.
So,
I say, Whimsy, we.
Malachi, who I don't know your name. Yes.
Hi, my name is Mullamuck.
I thought I heard somebody say that. Yes.
Yes. We are on a very important mission. Our life's calling.
Missions.
We are here to stop the incessant cold by taking on a god. Furthermore, we want to get revenge on a fallen comrade who's been slayed by an ancient white dragon. And there's all manner of old beasts and animals and creatures out here that we will no doubt have to deal with. Duragar and more. If you wish to come with us, it will be dangerous.
Yes.
But we could.
You're still talking. Sorry.
But we could use your assistance greatly.
Oh, have you finished?
Yes.
Oh, well, let me think about it. Hang out with smelly fisher guy, whale killing dudes, or go and kill a god? I think me and my liar are coming with you.
You and your what now?
Oh, my liar. She she pulls out her musical instrument, which she was holding behind her back. This is Frank, and he's a really cool singer.
Wow. Mullamak
He's
stares over
named
at,
after my last boyfriend. Sorry.
Mullamak stares at Gendron and tries to get a read on how happy or sad or angry Gendron is at the moment.
His
How happy
mouth,
does that guy look?
his mouth is agape, and he's looking in horror as you talk back and forth to Whimsy. It seems you've agreed. I must say, Whimsy, I guess you're part of this group, but I must say it is under my protest. I do not agree with this decision.
He charges at Benjamin and gives him a massive
No,
hug.
no, 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 no.
Oh, too
Consent.
late.
I do not consent to this hug.
Fine. Just have to hug the rabbit again.
Oh no.
Why does nobody want to hug?
Sorry.
So have
The mature female of this troop, I'm going to say it's exciting that you want to join us, but that you also have to commit to acting in the best interests of our collective at all times. Because
I'm
we've
gonna
just
call you
lost one of
Tracy.
our group.
That's my mum's name.
I just want to say, as my old tutor taught me way back when, from here on out you will be treated as an adult and you shall act as one.
Because I'm a woman, yes.
So have that other group gone, Malcolm? Have they sort of wandered off into the...
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Week. 16.
16? You don't see them. I mean, it is obviously, the weather's obviously bad, and you just plain old don't see them.
Does,
I don't see-
Does Whimsy know where they normally hang out when the weather gets shitty?
Take shelter as best they can like everybody else. I mean, I did tell you the town where you met them. Maybe they're heading back there.
Maybe they're heading back to Bremen. That's where I met them.
How did you fall in with them? Why did you come out here with them?
I went to the local inn to sing a few tunes. Frankie's really amazing. I'm not so great. I tried to sing a few tunes. I wasn't making much money. And then these guys walked up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to make some money?" Well, having just been kidnapped by those octopus face things, I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool. I'd be totally into that." And so we just traveled out into the middle of nowhere, which I was not cool with, but I needed money and I needed guys who could help survive, because I'm trying to figure out how to survive in this really, 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 really cold land, which is really dumb. Who wouldn't want to live here? And they also promised to show me the way out.
Did you say you got kidnapped by octopus face things?
Octopus face things, man. You do not want to.
Mind flayers.
We encountered a skull at
That's
one.
what one of the dudes who also got captured was saying. He was saying they were mind flayers.
So
And I was
when
like,
you say
no way, they're octopus faces.
you got captured, did you mean you're not even of this plane?
What plane is this one?
It's the material plane, is it? No? Material?
Technically, prime material plane is the one that.
Prime material, yeah.
So
We're on
I
the-
come from this little village called Windrime, and it's just outside the city of Shan. And then I got taken by these octopus faces. And then I remember waking up, and everything was like chaos, and there was flames everywhere, and we must have crashed. And then I went up to one of the octopus faces who looked pretty badly injured, and I was trying to explain to him why they should let me go. And after half an hour, he was like, "Get out of here." So I got out of there.
Those names and places that Whimsy mentioned rings doesn't sound at all like any place any of you have ever heard of.
Yeah, so I think
What's an octopus?
Octopus face.
the mind flayers. The mind flayer that we
That's
encountered
what
this
the other
film.
guy kept calling them. I was like, no, they're octopus faces.
Perhaps you should stay with us then, and maybe we might find a way for you to get home. If you wish.
Well, it's a lot warmer than this place. I want to get home, yeah.
Well, I still don't know what an octopus is. But
Oh, they're these things. They have got 8 arms, and where I come from, and they live in the ocean, and they swim, and they got big heads.
The ocean?
If I see one Mullamuck, I'll turn into one.
It's like, so I used to go to this university in the city of Shan, and we got taught that ocean is what ice is before it gets really cold. You're welcome. I
Welcome
can
to
teach
our
you so
group.
much stuff.
well, we could find a use for her. It's a distraction. If
Aye.
only we had her yesterday.
That's weird because the guys who I was with, they were saying if only we could get rid of you today, and today is happening.
Well, welcome to the Order of the Beak.
We're the real OBs.
Cool, we can work on that name. Yes, okay, it's good to be here.
You're beakless,
Worked on this
actually.
name for 4 episodes, please. 4 sessions, sorry. Please, let's not open that up again.
Well,
Right.
now that we're
So where we
attractive
going?
as Straggler, yes, maybe.
Where's this god thing that we're gonna kill?
That's a way down the. That's a way away. Oh, you don't happen. Sorry, you don't have any curing abilities. Perhaps you could heal my friend. He's inflicted with a slard.
It's always worth a shot.
See, I got the opposite. That's why people kind of stayed away from me when I was at uni. I'm the opposite of curing. I'm the
Okay.
hurting kind.
Fair enough. Well, then the next question is, what shall we tell this whale? And who's going to tell it?
What about our newest member?
Oh, I just knew some guys were coming out here to kill a whale.
Well,
which I
we
did
might.
not like.
We do not want to kill a whale.
Which
Unless
is why I'm here.
perhaps you could talk to it then. You seem to have a desire to talk a lot.
We would like to be whale riders.
Can we be called the whale riders?
Maybe after this mission.
Maybe just for today.
Maybe
Almost as good as
today.
Order of the Beak. Okay, cool. How do we do this? They were just gonna ring a bell and kill a thing.
Well,
Sorry,
That's all
Malcolm,
they
is
talked about.
Gendron
Oh, well, actually, they said I should
our
ring the bell.
guide, or is Gendron the...
no, she's Hell. What's her name? Hel.
Oh, yeah. Havler. Yeah.
Helka.
Helka, that's it.
Helka.
Maybe.
So is Gendron still hanging out with us?
Yes.
Just there?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, is he? He's disappeared.
Oh,
He's
he?
gone.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
think
he's-
no, he's right there. Yeah.
Right
No,
there.
isn't that Helka? I'm confused.
No, that's Gendron. It says Gendron underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was...
So Gendron is our companion, not the guy who asked us to kill the whale.
He's the guy who
No.
sent you along. He's the way. He's
It's our
not the-
guide.
Guide. That's
Yeah.
the word I'm
Yeah.
struggling with here.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Weren't you guys looking for some fishermen? I heard somebody say something about fishermen.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. We need some barrels of oil, whale oil. That's the ugly catch to this.
Perhaps
we-
you could talk to this whale and ask for its help, and are we in agreement that we should lie to the whale?
Not 100% convinced that's the best way.
Well, is it much of a lie to say that we're going to recover some fish oil, because aren't whales fish anyway?
Well, who's very
Oh,
What
charismatic?
you guys wanted to do?
Whales aren't fish.
True.
They live in the water, they swim around, that makes a fish in my...
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Whimsy's had us listening for a while. I'd say she's pretty charismatic.
I have that
Yeah.
feeling too.
Just tell well anything as long as we get the barrels of oil.
Yeah. Just
I
don't
thought we were
mention.
on a rescue mission.
Yeah.
Rescue the guys and the whale oil?
We're doing a rescue mission. And the
Okay.
rest of us, while you're talking, perhaps we could take a defensive position just in case those men come back.
Malcolm, can we walk across the ice, or does it look like
Yeah.
we can, or do we have to catch that boat to the bell?
This is all
Bell's around the
solid
corner.
ice. This is all solid ice. The boat is trapped in the ice, and you can walk on this ice very easily. One would presume that this would take you over to this area over here in warmer days, but you can walk across. to
Is
this
that a
valley.
cabin?
What's this?
Yep.
Yeah, this
Yep,
over
it's
here.
It's
a
a
cabin.
cabin.
Yep.
Does Whimsy know what's inside it? Did the other guys
Nope.
look inside it with her? Or?
No.
Okay.
No, no one's
Yeah,
gone into the
nothing.
cabin.
Can I just ask if you are able to change the settings again so that we can see the sort of fog? Oh, sorry, whatever you call it. Like when we reveal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There
That's
we go.
okay.
That's so if you wander
Obvious
around a
big
bit.
black-
Yes.
Big
Yeah,
black
thank
blocks.
you. It just makes it. I'd lose my bearings really easy.
Sure,
The
sure.
other version. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so this is a cabin here. There's a door here. There's a landlocked boat there, and of course there's a bell over here, which you know will summon Angajuk.
Is
So
the
like
bell
that.
to the north, is it?
Bell is right here.
Oh, sorry. Cool. There it is. All right.
Hey, am I meant
cool.
to see that picture of a whale
Nope,
on the right hand side?
nope.
Oh, I can see it.
That's all right.
Yeah. Shall we check this cabin first before we call on the whale?
It's a baby
What-
whale.
What do you think, Bugs?
Yeah. Check the
Yes.
docks, did you say? Yeah.
The cabin.
The cabin down here.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's do it. It's just
So I'm going to knock on the cabin door first.
yeah.
Polite.
Hey, sorry, what was that guy's name? The other dude who's showing us around?
Gendrin.
Gendrin.
He was the guy who tried to hire me.
That's what I thought too. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, maybe I've got
She's
it
just
confused.
clicking into it. God, my memory. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I think that's Malcolm confused.
Yeah.
sorry.
It's Helka.
So it wasn't
Helka.
another trans-dimensional shift of people there.
Yeah.
No, so it is Helka, right?
Yeah. Helka is our buddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
sorry.
thought.
Okay.
Magically
go.
renamed.
Perfect.
Here we go.
There we go.
Okay, so you knock on the stone. It's a stone cabin, and the door is actually slightly bloated. You assume just living so close to the ocean, and it's slightly ajar, and it's on rusty hinges. You can knock on that if you like. No response.
Oh, no response. Okay.
Any windows?
Nope.
Hello.
Oh, it went black.
Hello. 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 Hello.
All right. Well, I'm feeling confident enough to try and open the door.
The
Go for
door
it.
opens easily, and inside you see a bed, and there's just ice all over this cabin. There's a bed draped in a thick knit blanket. Beside it is a whole pile of wood, but the wood is just looks as if it's been infested by worms. It is very dry though, but you think if you were to light the logs on fire, they'd shine brightly for a few minutes and then they'd go out. I will say you open the back door as well and you see more stores of this firewood. Yeah, so it looks like at a rough estimate you could use these logs to 3 days worth you could burn them for. So there's quite a bit here. But everything, yeah, looks to have been abandoned a long time ago.
Is there anything in the ashes?
Uh,
Not
make,
go
Scars
under
ashes.
the bed, perhaps.
make an investigation check, Bugs, and we'll have you looking around the bed, the fireplace. Nothing. If there was something of value here, maybe rotted a long time ago.
Nothing here, guys.
Carbon walks away. Doesn't think there's anything that worth searching for in there. And he goes and waits on the wharf.
Okay. Halka
Just
takes
a quick
his...
question from.
You go.
Right, just a quick question. Do we still have our temporary hit points that we
Yes.
got from the Morning Lord?
Yes.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure that after Scar died, that he wasn't our conduit to
No.
temp
Thank
hit
you for
points.
reminding me, actually. I'll just
So
add
you
those
attempt-
back in.
But Whimsy, of course, does not.
Yep.
Rookie.
Shall we move across the ice then?
Is there anything in this little boat?
No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Malamark wants to check the ice to see if there's any weaknesses or fissures before we step out on it, even though Tarvin's just done that.
Or make a survival check, Malamak.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Solid.
A natural 20.
Solid. No problem.
We're good to go.
Yep. And
Bugs is
Malamark-
still gonna, with his light feet, tap as he goes.
Malamark says we're good to go, then steps on and slips over.
This is water here. Yeah.
it is
Stands
slippery,
up.
but it's
Is it
solid.
this bit here? Is this water?
Yes.
All right, ring the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding, ding.
Where does the whale come from?
Okay, so
We come up in that water.
Yeah, you ring the bell, and you wait a few moments, and after about 5 minutes, as you're wondering what happens, a great creature emerges from the water, and this is what it looks like.
What on earth?
Whoa.
Wow.
Are those people us?
That is pretty
Oh, no, well, technically
Potentially.
it's empty at the moment, but you do see this weird bubble on the back of this creature. And
So she runs a ferry service on the rig.
and you look across her body, and of the whalers, I guess you'd call them, maybe they're speaking a little truth, but there are deep scars up and down her body. And you think, well, if the dragon did indeed attack her, they are telling the truth, and this would add up. The scars are deep. She doesn't look like she's on her deathbed, though. She looks healthy enough.
I wonder if healing is something we could offer.
More than happy to offer healing to this whale. So
Actually,
Malamark.
well, I'll just show you the whole map. There's nothing much hidden here, so give me just a sec, because it helps explain how this thing looks. So you should all see everything now. So you can see kind of like this over here is this over here, and yeah, the whales come up from that. And the whale is accompanied by about 4 or so dolphins and some narwhal whales as well. You know, those unicorn type dolphin creatures, I guess.
Oh.
And she breaches the surface and kind of spouts out some water, and she says, "Who has summoned Ungajuk? More landlubbers I see, no doubt here to pillage the oceans. Why are you here?"
Whimsy starts replying.
That's funny.
You're making fun of the whale?
Damn it! I don't speak whale. Sorry, guys. I think I'm out.
Perhaps my time
Wait,
here
you-
is wasted.
Wait, we heard you were
You
telling.
can understand the whale. The whale can understand you.
Yeah, the whale
We
is
heard
still
you were
common.
We heard you
not
were
here to
attacked by
hurt
a
you.
white.
I was attacked by a white dragon. I don't know what concern this of yours.
We were recently attacked just last night by the same dragon.
We lost a compatriot. We've sworn vengeance on this dragon.
He must have been so hot.
Well, that is not surprising. Annihilation is a great dragon indeed. She attacked me not that long ago, as you can tell me by the scars on my body. It'd be best if she left this area. But what are
Would you
here?
like some?
What do you want from me?
Would you like some healing? As a show of good faith and our true intentions.
I am healthy enough. It's the scars that I bear. I do not need your healing.
Well, perhaps you can assist us in another matter. A group of fishermen, we believe, have been stranded upon the moving ice, and we have heard tales that you might be able to help us rescue these fine fishermen who have been gathering much-needed fish oil for the 10 towns.
We're on a mission.
You want me to help fishermen. Why is that serving my interest? Perhaps it's best if they rot out there and save the oceans.
Maybe there's something we could do for you that you could suggest to us in exchange.
Make a persuasion check, Whimsy. Let's see how that charisma really works out. First, Whimsy's first roll. Let's all take note. Set the tone for Whimsy.
She's in the house, y'all.
Oh, well, it bodes well for Whimsy with a natural 20 first up. She says, you say you were attacked by a dragon. Did you see which way this dragon left? North, east, south?
We had seen it travel towards the north, and moreover, we think that the dragon hides out on a wrecked boat trapped in the ice called the Dark Duchess.
I'm familiar with this boat, the Dark Duchess. It wrecked on the shore maybe 6 weeks ago. I do not think there were any survivors, but you're right. Annihilation has stored some of its treasure there. I think if you burn down this boat and destroy it to give Annihilation no reason to return to this area, and I will ferry you to these people. You have a way about you. She says, looking directly at Whimsy. You are naive, it seems, but trustworthy at the same time. Whimsy, you seem to appear to be the leader of this group. Do we have a deal?
I am the leader, yes. We totally have a deal. I knew it was a really bad. I was with these other guys. They were horrible. They wanted to kill you. And I said, no, it's a really bad idea. So I'm really glad that I'm with these guys who want to do really cool stuff.
Well, destroy this Dark Duchess for me, Whimsy. Set it afire. As I said,
Because I am the leader, yes.
Because Annihilation treasure is there, I assume you will help yourself to it. But burn it down and we have a deal.
I'm good at burning stuff. I'm really good at burning stuff. So good at burning stuff.
Have you seen any skirmisher there by chance?
I have not been aboard the boat. I could not comment.
Yeah. Right. I thought it was a wreck.
However, this boat, we don't know. We know it's somewhere on the coast, but we're not sure where. Could you indicate for us where we might find the wreck of the Dark Duchess? We head west from here.
Gives you some very precise directions.
Oh, cool.
And left at the iceberg.
Head west. Follow the ice flow about 10 miles to the west. To the west. You should find it. Now, once the Dark Duchess is in flames, return to me, ring the bell, and I will rescue these. I'll call them sailors for now.
Ring a ding ding.
And one last thing before we go. There are some men here who are hoping to surprise you and try and attack you in your weakness. Please beware if someone rings the bell again.
If we ring the bell, it's going to go a ring ding ding. Okay?
Okay.
And then she does an example on the bell itself. A ring ding ding. It'll be
Okay.
us. If it's anybody else, if it sounds like anything else, bad things will happen.
I appreciate the warning and the coded bell ringing. I'll keep an eye out for these whalers. It's not the first
I'm
group I have
so
to do.
in charge.
Okay.
Don't we?
I look forward to seeing flames in the distance. And with that, Angajuk dives back into the water.
And then I look at the run. This is going to be very dangerous.
Luckily, I'm in charge. The whales did it. Angie knows what she's talking about. That's what I've started calling her. Angie. Angie. No, just me. Okay.
Shall we go?
Well, I think
Here we
we
go.
can make good time for this for the Dark Duchess if we stick to the coastline and then set out across the
I think it's a great plan.
Yeah.
time of day wise. Malcolm, are we going to? Is this likely a day trip type thing?
You could get there before dark. We'll put it that way. I think that would be fair.
Well, it's already dark, but you mean darker.
Yeah, like nightfall, I guess. Yes, you're right. It is perpetually twilight, but it'll get extra dark. So, yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, we're going that way then. Is everybody in accord?
I am. During the trip, Malamak wants to keep a lookout for any creatures that he has seen. He's not seen a lot of sea creatures in the past. He's seen river creatures, but not sea creatures. Just keeping his eye out.
Well, you've seen a dolphin now. You've seen a narwhal, and you've
Wow.
seen a whale.
Whatever
Yeah.
whimsy is.
Whatever
Cool.
whimsy.
And we've
She's
yet
a
to see the
woman.
monster creature of the lake.
Dolphin, whale, and a narwhal.
She,
thank you.
her. She's a she, her.
Angajuk is, yep. As you're making your way west,
Sorry, Malcolm, what time of the day was it? You did say
this is you got here more or less as morning came. Morning in quote marks, given the darkness that invades this land. So at this point, it's about the middle of the day, and you're hoping to get to here by the end of the day.
Cool.
On the way, your companion, now correctly named Helka, he approaches Shajaya, just, hanging out the back, and he says, Shajaya, what do you think of this whimsy person?
I don't think there's anything bad about her.
You don't feel she's... I agree with you. It doesn't seem there's a bad bone in her body. But I wonder,
No.
she seems very naive. Do you think it's wise to bring such a naive person along with us? Might she be a liability?
It's hard to say. I mean, So far, she's helped us out.
How?
So I think by talking to Angajuk the whale
That is a fair
and
point.
getting
she
the
does have
information,
she does have a mouth on her. That is true.
just if we just support her, as Bugson said, to act more surely, that might be all she needs. Come into her own power.
You could be right. So you trust her, Shaja?
So far, yes, I do. I trust her.
I'll
Miss
be
last
keeping.
words.
I'll be keeping an eye on her, Shaja. I suggest you do too.
Okay. Well,
All right. So, you head further west, and you come across towards the end of the day. Actually, it's towards the end of the second day. It's not as close as I said. You see, like a sea of moving ice stretches out before you. It's like a featureless frozen desert almost. Ahead, the smooth white surface is interrupted by a towering ship, its exterior covered in frost. And you're about 100 feet away. Do you approach?
Bag's not this time.
If we need to approach, I can cast Pass Without Trace. Can we, as we're looking at it, how far away is the ship itself?
We'll say, given the visibility, you see it's about 100 feet away.
Is there any way we can look at the surroundings to see if there's big dragon prints are on the outside or something like that? That it's landed, that there's a dragon that's been there recently.
Well, you figure that if the dragon was there, it wasn't going to walk to the ship. So you figure tracks from this
No,
distance
but
would be fun.
Yeah, no, that it's landed on it or that sort of thing. Any sign that it's sort of swooped and landed, then crawled inside or something.
Not from 100 feet away.
Okay. I do have Pass Without Trace if we were to sneak up on it.
I think that would be best. Not known as I am for my stealth.
Eternally unlucky these days. So our Bag's not going first. The dragon might pop up again.
I think, are we best to stay
can
together,
stealth.
or are we best to? Well, I tell you what, we can cast Pass Without Trace, but send one or two people in.
Tarvin's very keen to look for this scrimshaw, so he wants to get his own eyes on the treasure if possible.
Shall we send Tarvin and Bugs ahead first, and then? But we'll
Okay.
cast it on all of us.
Tarvin will take his scale mail off in that case.
Okay. And as long as you cast Pass Without a Trace and they're within 30 feet of you, they can leave you and go wherever they like. I think I had the rule slightly wrong before. You don't need to remain within 30 feet of the person. So if you cast it, you can cast it on everybody.
Casting.
Yeah, at
Yep,
the top
so
point of
casting.
casting, yeah. So if
So
you like, you can
gather
gather
around.
around. Yep, and you cast Pass Without a Trace. Everybody has a plus
Not
10
that
to
close,
stealth.
Whimsy. Not that close, Whimsy. All right, and then I cast it. Boom.
Okay.
Plus
So it sounds-
10. Wow.
So everyone
sounds
gets a
like-
plus 10.
Bugs and who is the other one? Tarvin?
Tarvin.
Tarvin.
Approaching? Well, if you like to approach Bugs and Tarvin, you can make me a stealth check and add plus 10 to the results.
Oh, this is going to be... Oh, luckily, I rolled
Ooh.
terribly.
39.
39. Bugs, roll a new character. You shift into another plane and you just disappear completely. Never to be found again. Okay, so a 21 and a 39. Okay, so you approach the Dark Duchess as quietly as
Whimsy
you can.
will wave her arms about and cast mage armor as well. Sorry.
Cool, okay, cool. Roll me a d20, Albert.
Come on, Whimsy, where are you? Oh, any D20 in general.
A
God.
d20, yep,
I was
just a
looking-
plain old d20.
Damn it.
Yep. Okay, so you cast Mage Armor. And that's a +3 to your armor class, I think. Yep, cool.
Yeah, something.
And it lasts 8 hours, so always a good thing to cast at the start of it. But mage armor is up, you feel a little bit more protected. And so Whimsy and Tarvin, you head up. The outside...
Bugsy and Tarvin?
Yeah.
Do you want Whimsy to go, guys?
No,
She's
you,
okay.
stay,
Yeah.
If we're heading up, no, that's fine.
Go,
It's fine.
go.
you need to stay quiet. So, I don't think you'd be the best fit.
So true.
Okay, how can I say this?
Another dragon.
No, it's something else. As messenger seems to be our way of communicating, I'm going to send a message to someone. If you get a message, then you know I'm talking to you. But if you don't, then not. So just keep an eye on messenger.
Oh, so does the whisper function not work on
It does. Yep,
It does,
I've
but I'm
used
just
it.
going to use it this way.
Okay.
Is he scared of making a typo and then letting all of us know?
Yep.
I've done that too.
It's definitely me, guys. I got the message.
Yeah, it's definitely Tarvin. This is when the slide pops out. Oh my gosh!
I'm not saying it is me or it isn't me. I just
It's a message to Cal. Your ex.
Shush! I'm reading.
Like,
Bugsy points her finger at Bugsy, and Bugsy in his head hears, "Good luck, you're so fluffy."
Bugsy offers a little smirk.
right. Yes, that's right. The prowl.
Okay,
Good
so
thinking.
I've communicated with the person, and that's fine. If that person wants to communicate back, they can. But I'll say that who is it? Is Whimsy? Are you going as well, or you're too talkative? You're staying back. What's?
She's pretty keen to go.
Come along. Just shush.
Oh, shush. I won't say a thing. I swear I won't say a thing. I'm not going to talk the whole way. You won't even know I'm even here.
Whimsy, stealth
Going
roll
now.
with a +10.
Stealth roll. Stealth. Yoink. It's 19.
Okay, not bad.
and can the people who are waiting outside? Can we also take like precautionary stealth measures?
If you want to hide in the
in
snow,
case-
yeah.
Yeah, in case the dragon comes flying overhead.
Yeah, so everybody else, who's that? Cal, Shajar, and Malamak also make stealth checks as you're hiding in the snow. So Malamak 17.
Our guide, is he coming with us, or is he waiting in the cabin?
Actually, that's a good idea. He's going to wait in the cabin. It seems like a safe place.
Yeah, cool.
Do you want to make a stealth roll there, Shajar?
Yes. Is this the Right, I'll do that first. I'll ask you.
So that's a 25 with a bonus. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leah?
The picture that we're looking at, can we make it larger, or is
Is there a
more
picture?
deep?
What picture?
I don't have a
Sorry,
picture.
the dark Duchess. You know how? The map.
Oh,
You
right.
can zoom in.
Like if you've got a mouse.
Yeah, I mean,
Just use the wheel on your mouse, yeah.
sorry, I know that. I mean, just in terms of what it looks like where we are. Or
Oh,
is
it's
this
literally-
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
We're not on a map yet, I don't think.
You're not on a
No.
map, no, but
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do have some. I think I do have some art of what you actually see.
Oh, yeah.
So let me bring that up. And
Okay.
if we need to get to an actual map, we'll get there. But this. Okay, here we go. That is what the Dark Duchess looks like, trapped in the ice. And similarly to the place you were, you could walk over to there if you like. It's trapped in very thick ice. Now, as the three of you who are approaching, Bugs, Tarvin, and Whimsy, you notice a couple of things. The first, there's some bodies outside of the dark chest, just kind of lying on the ground there. If you want to look at it a bit closer, let me know. But there's definitely bodies out here. And you hear loud thumping and creaking coming from inside the Dark Duchess, followed by some guttural snarls. They're not dragon sounds, but something's in there. It's not as abandoned as it appeared.
Would any of us, due to our backgrounds, recognize those sounds? Be able to pinpoint what they come from?
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Mm-hmm. There appears to be more than one creature there. One sounds quite large, and the other one sound quite small. And it seems the big thing, it does sound familiar. I'm going to say, since you've encountered this creature before, you recognize the grunts and the growls. It's an ice troll.
Oh no, this thing was hard.
You're not quite sure. It's obviously, there's some type of commotion going on down there. You don't recognize what the other things are.
Okay, what do we know about trolls? They heal, don't they? They need magical weapons or something? Is that right? Burn,
Fire.
burn. Yeah, fire.
Yeah. They can jump. They've got a leap.
Did we even kill the last one, or he ran away, didn't he?
It ran
Yeah.
away.
Ran
Yeah,
away.
we never killed it. The tough.
Remember, I tired it out by allowing it to blunt its claws on me.
Yeah. Well, we could try that again. Okay, so we were anticipating some sort of confrontation in the wreck, so we should definitely keep stealthily approaching, perhaps.
Yep.
And I said the only other thing of note here there are some bodies here as well. On the outside.
I would
not on the
like
inside.
to investigate if we happen to be passing a body. Just have a
Okay.
look over it, see
Yeah, I think
if
it's a
there's
good
any
idea.
action or yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
think you should go
say-
check out the bodies.
Yeah, you can check out the body, but it'll be a medicine check.
Whimsy, you any good at that?
I'm not great at that.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out if I do that.
All right, here you go. Oh, what do you know? I'm a doctor today.
So these are
Maybe you
all,
should try that
all
yourself.
humans. There's actually just two of them. They've had their clothes taken off them, so they're open to the elements. And you, with a roll of 20, you notice that these things have been eaten, like chewed on. But what slightly throws you off is if you look closer, and with a roll of 20, you think it's another human or some other creature that has eaten it. Almost like some act of cannibalism. I mean, you look at the bite marks on their legs and stuff, and with a roll of 20, you realize that someone, like, could be a dwarf, could be a human, could be an elf, could be a halfling, some type of humanoid with the appropriate teeth. Like, you look at it, if it was a creature like a wolf or something like that, the flesh would have been just ripped off, right? But this has definitely been chewed on by some type of humanoid.
Tarvin leans towards Bugs and says, I think we should call the others over.
Okay.
I don't think this is anything we can take on just ourselves.
Whimsy points at at Malamuk and says, "Tarvin said you guys need to come over." In his head.
Oh, whoa, and it pops into my head.
Yep.
Malamuk's like,
Yep. Bugs has been doing the same as Shajaya.
we pass the message to Cal and say, well, let's go,
Quietly.
and quietly as we can.
Except she called him Tavi.
Yeah, I did notice that. No, I didn't notice that. I can't hear your thoughts, so no.
Yeah. Can I reply to you? Is that part of the magic, or?
I don't think so. I'll just double
Oh,
check
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
say you approach anyway. You eventually get on here. Well, what's Shajaya look like there, Shajaya? Something going on?
Just feeling really upset and horrible, and I feel sick, and I don't like it here. I don't want to be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
can reply.
Well, I've said you. I can reply. Good to know. But you're all in a group now, so yeah.
Yep.
What's
Can we just do what we have to do so that we can get out of here?
Why does Mum look sick?
If there's a chance I can find a cure for my life-threatening infection, I need to go look, and I'll take as long as I need to.
yes?
Last
Well,
time Shajaya felt something funny, there was a ghost. So I say we be on our best guard, but she says she's not feeling good about this place.
I
Yeah,
agree.
well, I don't think anyone's expecting a lovely walk on the deck.
Just before we go on there, you know how we found the prow of the boat when we were in Targus? They had that Chatelain figurehead from a boat. Is it from this boat? Does this boat have a figurehead on it? Malcolm?
It does. It does.
Ooh.
Just a normal one.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good question, though.
Oh, damn it! I thought this was going to be like part of one great conspiracy theory. Okay. Yep. All right.
So do our sneaky sneaks want to go in first, and then we'll go
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, we'll
How we
keep
get-
you guys in the loop as to following up.
Yeah,
Also,
stay
there's
close.
high communication up with Shajaya, so Shajaya, at any point, if something happens on your end, please let us know.
Yeah,
Okay.
the slightest feeling or intuition you have.
Whimsy will hold back at this point. She's not keen on boats.
Who approaches the boat then?
Tarvin and
Okay.
Bugs.
Tarvin and Bugs. Okay. Now I'm going to drag you across to a map, just so you can see what's going on. But of course, Whimsy, Cal, Shajaya, and Malamak are back here. But this is what you see. This is the top deck of the boat. And it's a 10-foot climb to get up onto the boat. But from a distance you could see there's a great big hole in the center of it. And there's claw marks all over the deck of it.
Right.
And the chaos you heard is coming from down below here. Maybe
don't think
from
the-
about here.
Could it be possible that the dragon is nesting here? No.
Unfortunately, I do think that's possible.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, let's be
Have
extra
to be
quiet.
extra stealthy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I have a misty step if needed. What about you?
Yeah, I do have some sneaky spells at this moment.
Okay.
I got disguise self. I could disguise
Oh.
myself as
A baby
Uh,
dragon, perhaps?
Just
could.
FYI, you guys can. It'll be Bugs, I suppose. You can contact me as long as you're within 120 feet. Oh, you've got your scything. Anyway.
I have my Psy 160, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it's 5G, not 4G.
It's not the size of
No,
your
it is
psychic
120,
abilities, it's how you use it.
If
Oh,
I
okay.
had higher it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've both got, I suppose, that.
We
kind of
do,
spell.
which is great. It makes 4 people able to communicate.
have we still got
Oh,
plus
this is
10
so
stealth?
cool. We can be
Malcolm?
BFFs. That's what
You
you're hearing.
do, but if you
How long's
climb
it
up
last?
onto the... Well, it lasts quite a long... Enough for this encounter, put it this way, for this whole series of events.
Okay, in that case,
But
I think we'll
I
be
will
okay.
say, if you're going to climb up onto the boat, you're going to have to make another stealth check.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yep.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
I do want to cast Bless on both myself, Tarvin, Whimsy, and Shajaya, just because she says she's not feeling great.
Mhm.
So there's Bless on 4 of us there.
Thank you.
that's
That's a good idea. Great
Sorry,
idea.
I'm just double checking that one once again.
And Bugs, you could probably hop up there in one bound, right? A nice quiet hop.
Yes, I can.
Could you give me an arm up once you're there?
Sure.
So who was the fourth person? Shajaya, Tarvin, Bugs, and
Whimsy.
Whimsy. Okay. I'll say you cast it at the last moment because Bless only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll, but that's fine. Okay, so you're hopping up, Bugs, by the sounds of it.
Yep, I'll do my quick little hop.
I think with your acrobatics and your hop ability, you get up no problem. So you're up on the bow of the ship.
Oh, and I'll give Tarvin a helping hand up.
Okay.
Thank you. I
So
mean, thank you.
both make stealth checks. You still get your plus 10, 27 and 24. 27 and 22. Okay.
And you
What
can
about-
add bless to that as well. If you
Oh,
wanted
yes,
to.
we can.
No, you can't because that's an ability check. Guidance
Oh,
would have helped you
okay.
with this, but Bless would not.
Oh well. Cool.
So what you see Tarvin and Bugs jump up onto the bow of the ship. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm waiting in preparation in case we get the call to scramble up the rope ourselves.
Okay.
Is that
I'm
what?
kind of
Have they left
doing that as
have they
well.
left the rope?
You've left the rope, I presume?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
let Tarvin up. Yeah, we'll just be
Yep.
tied there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're just waiting for a signal or a screaming bunny rabbit coming back.
Exactly.
Oh my god, we're all gonna die.
That's, it'll be a
Okay.
It'll be
psychic.
an ice cream.
Psychic.
Can one of us keep an eye out for the dragon as well? Like, keep the eye
Yeah,
on the sky?
what's the weather like? And I'm just asking, what's our view like? How far can we see
you
in
can
terms
see
of into the sky and such?
The weather's not
Thinking
too
dragons.
bad at the moment. You feel you could see a dragon approaching if one was to approach. I tell you what, if you guys, as long as you guys remain outside, we'll say you're keeping an eye out for a dragon because that's a very sensible thing to do. So Whimsy, Cal, Shajai, and Malamak, please make me a perception check.
And those,
that's a perception check. Yep. Cal, Malamak,
I feel
good.
like-
Shajai, good. Whimsy, perhaps a too whimsical. Okay, I'll let you know if you see anything, but right now you don't see any dragons, you don't see any whalers. Okay, Tarvin, Bugs.
Yep. Let's
So-
look down below first, yeah, just before we commit to it.
I'm just looking at what I can see. There's nothing much. Just deck, right? And the only hole seems to be this big one in the
Yeah,
floor
well,
here, right? These are
Are those
stairs.
stairs going down?
Actually, it's more sensible. Let me just check something. Yeah, so up on this main deck, I mean, you can climb up on the stairs to get to the steering wheel or the front of the ship here. There's a door here you could go through as well, and there's a door here you could go into as well.
Just, okay. Oh, yeah, it's door at either end. Okay. So there's a cabin on this level at either end of the ship.
Yeah, just the map's a
Okay.
bit odd. Do you guys want to check these top areas first?
First of all, Tarvin's just going to have a listen, see if you can pick up those noises again and pinpoint where they're coming from.
You hear the roars and like banging, like if someone's banging on a door or something like that.
Do I know where it's coming from? Below or?
Below, from the hull of the ship.
Right, yeah, okay. So let's check, I think, Bugs, we should check the cabins on this level first, at either end.
Yep.
Maybe together instead of splitting up.
Yeah, I don't want to split up on here.
No, okay, let's do this one down here then.
Okay,
So-
sure. So you
down here,
approach
isn't it?
that.
Yeah.
And ice coats the wheel. Nothing much of interest there. Are you going through this door? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to drag you over to here then. Probably make a whole lot more sense. Okay.
Hello.
Have they gone inside it?
You can still see them. It's just the way the map works. You can still see them
okay.
up on this level. It's just a bit odd. Okay. So there's a door there. What do you want to do?
I think we should
Is it unlocked?
No, it's
Yeah,
closed.
try to turn the door handles slowly and quietly.
Maybe Whimsy turns to the others and say, if they're gonna go into stuff, and it looks like they are, maybe we should get up there too. What do you reckon? She turns around to the two others who are with her, to Cal and Jai.
I just don't want to blow their cover. They are very stealthy. I don't want to.
Oh,
I fear
stealth
that.
mission.
Yeah.
I forgot. I actually
Just-
forgot. Sorry.
Put his ear to the door, and can he hear anything coming from the other side of this door?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Not too good.
You don't hear anything.
Bugs, you want to have a listen? If you...
I can try. Yep.
Similarly, you don't hear anything.
Okay, I think we should crack the door open a little bit and quietly, and just see if we can see anything.
Okay, so ever so... why can't I get that? Sorry, just a sec. Ever so quietly, you open the cabin door. Actually, just make me sure we've got the right settings here. Yes. So you open the cabin door, and this aft is taken up by one giant spacious cavern. Frost covers every surface and furnishings. A human corpse is slumped up against the port side wall, its left arm draped across part of a heavy chest that is tucked into an alcove under a staircase. The skeleton wears a jacket with a wide-brimmed hat that hides most of its skull. Under its right arm is a captain's journal, and the floor is strewn with empty wine bottles.
Last time I was in this position, the boat blew up. What do you reckon, Bugs? Should we creep in?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go investigate
I
that
do have
chest.
a
Yeah.
alchemist fire if we need it.
I
Would you
too
like
have
to
that
take
actually. Yeah, I've got
Brilliant.
that. Oh no, I've used mine. On the troll actually. Yeah, save that for the
Okay.
troll, if it's a troll. Port side wall. Where is he? I don't see a corpse, but he's over here somewhere, I guess.
Well,
Yep,
there's a
yep,
chest, so I imagine he's there.
Yep. Okay.
Let's...
Well, once you get
Yeah.
closer to the presumably captain, you notice down on his hat is a badge. It forms quite a curious symbol. It's a red eel wrapped around a golden trident. Now, both of you can make me a history check. Bugs and
A
Tara.
red eel around the trident. Okay. It's just terrible rolls.
Tara,
2 weeks in a row.
idea. And Bugs, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
recognize it, don't know.
I'd make it
I'm just
mental.
showing this to the others and letting them know what it is,
Good call.
because they might know.
So would they receive an image of it? Or would you
I
describe
just
it?
explained it. I said there's a symbol of a red eel wrapped around a trident.
Okay.
What is the body wearing?
Sorry, just need to do a whisper.
Yes.
Footsteps. Is that footsteps? That's scary.
I hear that too.
Yeah.
The Atmos for this. It's
What did
all
he say?
footsteps.
Did he say? What do you think? But did he say Isabella or something?
Well, we did hear a banging on a door. We don't
Oh.
think that could be someone alive.
I heard.
Down there, do we?
I heard someone talking, like a Isabella, something like that. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, no, I heard something. I can't make it out.
Oh man. Shoot. Let's just further investigate the body for any other.
Okay, well, the most obvious thing, this captain is holding some type of journal
Yeah.
below it.
Yeah. Hello.
Do you want to look at the journal?
Can we check if... I'm not sure if there is a way we can check, actually. But, if there's some sort of curse on the skeleton.
I think that's safe to assume.
Yeah, so I'm wondering... Is there something in this room that I can just take a stone, something to, I'm going to put a cloth around my hand to do a switcheroo with the book.
Sure.
I think it's more the chest that he's protecting or concerned about, right? No, maybe. Who knows?
Perhaps anything that he's touching.
Okay, you can do a quick switcheroo with a rock and put the journal in. And make me a sleight of hand check, Bugs.
Yep.
Here it comes again.
Yeah.
You swap both of them, and yeah, the skeleton doesn't react. You have the captain journal.
I want to flip to the last thing that is written in this journal and the date.
There's no date, but that's what it says.
Choices. They could have left the ship and they chose not to.
Is Luskin like another country, another land, or do we know that?
City, in
City.
further to the south.
Okay.
Yeah, once you leave the Icewind Dale proper, the first city of note you'd hit would be Luskin.
Actually, I think I knew that.
Okay. And that's
Okay.
near where we are. Do we
Um,
want to try and hold its hand up? Oh. No.
Yeah, so just to be clear, like, here's Icewind Dale. Luskin, if you follow this path here and get away from the spine of the world, you would hit Luskin. Maybe about 3-4 days south of this point here. So, ship that's presumably not that far away.
And okay. Do we keep the journal? Yes.
Yeah, let's tuck that away. I'm wondering if we hold his hand up and try and get to that chest.
I think so. While we're here, I would check for traps too, though.
Yep.
Okay. Check for traps,
Because
yeah.
last time I did this, like I said, it blew up.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit
I'm just checking my tools.
ginger. I'm just going to step back while you do that.
So if you have thieves' tools, Bugs.
Yes, yeah, I'm just rolling it.
Sure. In your opinion, it's not trapped. But it is frozen shut.
Okay, could we pry it open with a short sword?
You could try and start scraping off the frost, but it's pretty thick on there.
How
You
much
figure
of
it
a
takes
creep
about
is it going to make?
10 minutes to do it.
We can't burn it off because we might set the whole ship on fire. Alright, let's continue
Okay, let's
searching the
just
ship.
mental note that. I've let
Yeah.
you know, and let's go
Yeah.
to the next.
What about the bed, Malcolm? We go have a little look under the bed and around there. Anything interesting?
No, there's nothing interesting. The only other interesting thing you find are wine bottles. The bottles are all empty.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I'm just trying to block it out at the moment.
And they're called Sweet Berry Summer Wine. That's the label on it. The only thing you notice, apart from the chest in there, whoa, you are still hovering around in there. Whimsy, Cal, Shajaya, Malamak. You continue to hang on the outside. What do you do? Keep an eye out for dragons?
Yeah,
I think I should come onto the ship.
Okay. Okay, so you, with a rope that Bugs has left, you can do that easily enough, Shajaya. Okay, so
Whimsy
you go
will follow them.
Okay,
Harvin Shajai says she wants to come on.
She's already come on.
Well, we can't stop her. Not that one. She's determined.
now I'll move you over here, Shajaya, because it just makes a bit more sense with the way the map works.
Okay.
And you see Bugs and them through this door over here. Whimsy, Cal, Malamak?
Shall we go up too? Shall we all go up?
Yeah, I reckon we should go up.
Okay, we all climb up.
Alright, we walk out the
Okay.
door.
The four
Alright.
people, I gotta move you over here. Start moving around. Okay, Cal, Malamak, and Whimsy. Can you, and Shajaya, make me stealth checks. Another stealth check, please.
Add plus 10.
Yeah,
So I've got
plus 10.
19.
19, 30, 21. Okay, Noted.
47.
Did
20.
Dan come through?
Yeah,
Oh,
came
yes.
through. Yeah, you're good. Malamak, right from there, you kind of get an angle down into the hold here, and you see a huge pile of gold and other bits and pieces. It is completely covered in ice. There's some other bits and pieces in there. You don't know what they are, but if you got closer, you could get in there. But you can tell, like, it is not just frozen over in the way that the rest of the ship is just generally frozen. This seems to have purposefully been covered in ice somehow. There's thick layers of ice. You know, it would take at least an hour to chip through the first layer of it. But there's a
Quite ingenious, really.
hoard of treasure over there. You don't. I'll let you to decide why this thing is covered in so much ice, but that's what you see. And you all hear this growling coming from below, and this thumping of a door, on a door of some sort.
That can't be good.
Yeah, I think the treasure is downstairs.
Yeah, we still want to check this last cabin upstairs, though.
Sure thing.
We just have to burn it. I can burn it. I'm real good at burning stuff.
We might have
That's
to.
my last boyfriend.
Okay,
Not yet.
just hang tight. We're just going to search this one more cabin. We'll just go do that now.
Go for
Just-
it.
Stay ready.
Should I ask that whale for some oil? Damn it.
Keep searching the skies for the dragon.
In preparation, can Malamak also just tie a rope to this thing while they're going and checking? So it's ready to throw down if we need to.
Yep, it's a mast, absolutely. So
So
Malamak,
I'm
you
gonna
just roll a survival check.
Yeah.
See how well you tie the rope on.
17.
Okay, noted.
Yep. He hasn't thrown it down yet, though. Anyway, back to
Got it?
Tarvin and Bugs.
Love it. It's like a sitcom. Let's do it. Okay. We are going to check the door if the handle moves,
It does
Yes.
move.
but stealthily, and just crack the door open ever so quietly. A long corridor with 4 doors.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that, Bugs? Have a look.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to just check doors as we go up?
Arvin just holds up 4 fingers to the other group members and mouths the word doors.
Then Bugs tells us
Yeah.
their side house.
I look at Tab and I'm like, oh right, yeah, message, okay.
Arvin's old school.
Whimsy
Old
points at
school.
Shajaya and suggests that she should lower her continual light spell to dim if she can.
Oh, she got what? She's got a light?
I didn't
Oh,
turn.
I
I was
just
going to
read it.
turn the light on. I was going to use it, but
sorry.
then I didn't have a chance.
Okay, I just read it now. I was like,
Okay.
uh-oh. Okay, cool.
It's all right.
I'm just gonna check for traps.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Any noises coming from this corridor?
No, I will say, Shajaya, you can cast that light spell if you like, but say goodbye to stealth. Or
Yeah.
bright light moving
It's
around.
okay. I thought we needed some light. It
Oh, yeah.
appears we don't want any light.
Yeah,
No.
you can see well enough. You can see well enough.
Yeah.
What you doing there, Bugsy, with your thieves' tools?
I'm using them to check for traps.
Okay. You search up and down this corridor. You check these doors. In your opinion, none of them are trapped. None of them are even locked, in fact.
Okay, and there were no noises coming from any of these doors?
Not that Malamak could hear.
Oh, it was Malamakast. Okay, I'll check.
Look, no, it was Tarvin.
Tarvin.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the survival. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah. Got confused.
Malcolm, is there a mast? Is there a mast anywhere that Whimsy could climb?
Yeah, this one here. Yeah. Would lead up
Oh,
to a
cool.
crow's nest, in fact.
Yeah, in fact, and it's just next to the cat span.
Carefully climb that to keep an eye out for a dragon if that
Okay.
helps.
Well, Okay, I'll say if you're going to keep watch via the crow's nest, you can make me a perception check at advantage.
Okay.
Calvin, did you hear anything?
No.
No,
Sorry. Oh, so it's not even worth doing perception? No.
you
Okay.
cannot hear
Perception.
anything. Yep.
Okay.
Boom and boom.
Should we go into one first or
Ooh.
sides?
Wow.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then do the others on the way back.
Okay, so which
Let's
one?
open this end door.
The
The
end.
end door.
Stealthily. Just assume it's all in stealth.
Wait, can you guys? Oh, it's very. Yeah, just go into the room. I don't think. I think this is open actually. Anyway, you wander into the end room. It appears to be some type of storage area. Lots of barrels covered in frost. Lying next to which is a ratch that's very obviously perished from the cold. Mooring ropes and fishing nets hang from hooks along the back wall.
Any labels on these frozen shut barrels?
No.
Sweet berry wine.
Could
What
be.
is
I
it?
was thinking they're probably a cellar.
Are they frozen shut, did you say, as well?
Yep.
Iced over? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's leave this for now. Unless we want to... Maybe Cal can break one open with his axe later. Alright, this door.
Let's try this one.
Okay, so open the door before you walk through a wall there, Bugs. But inside
Oh, it
this
was
room...
open on my side.
Anyway, as you open the door, a light breeze emerges from this room. Piece of parchments and paper flutter on the floor, and a large detailed map of the sword coast takes up most of one wall.
Are there any markings on the map of note?
Nope, but just the actual map.
Okay.
You could give a quick search of the room, and you do find a set of navigator's tools, but that's about it.
I've already got a pair, but someone else can take them.
I'll pick them up. Give it to someone.
Okay, so navigator tools. Okay. Okay, you're gonna
And we
Alright.
can't tell that map or anything?
Oh, you recognise it as a sword coast. The sword coast is the land to the south of here.
Were there any markings on the map? Like hand-drawn markings?
No. Nope, just the map.
Okay.
No suspicious large X's.
Nope. Nothing saying here be the treasure.
Alright, so these doors are open now.
Yep. So in this one, the one you go into, Tarvin, there in this narrow cavern, shelves and containers are scattered on the floor amid piles of dirty bandages. Small cluster of dried leaves have frozen to the floor in places. A disheveled, frost-covered bed is tucked into an alcove under a wooden staircase.
We'll just do a little search for anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a look around, and even without an investigation check, you do discover a few things. You discover under the bed there are 3 vials of what you recognize as antitoxin, a healer's kit, and a vial of holy water.
That's really good. Imagine that just sitting around.
Now, in case
It must have been the mid-person's room.
in case you don't know, a healer's kit, like normally when someone is down and you don't have healing spells, you have to make a medicine check to try and stabilize them. Using a healer's kit, that roll will just automatically work. So it's a useful thing to have for down companions if you don't have healing.
Suppose we should add that to our inventory.
The antitoxin
Yeah.
and the holy water is like a grenade for undead things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, I'll add
Right,
those.
last room.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
so that's the last room. There is a frost-covered bed in one corner under the wooden staircase. The rest of it appears empty.
Can I check for hidden doors or trapdoors in any of these rooms?
You can make me an investigation check. You do find a book There is no name on the book. It appears to be some type of journal. And in the journal, it talks about trying to find giants, maybe looking for some artifacts that giants might have. Some type of explorer or something has used this cabin. But there's no distinguishing marks on it. Yep.
Okay. I think that's all we can get out of here, Tarvin. It's probably best we head down.
Rejoin the others, yeah.
And Bugs, your bless has worn off.
Yeah.
And you still hear thumping down below as there's roars of a creature there. But you're being super stealthy, and thanks in no small part to the Pass Without a Trace spell. So, Order of the Beak. What do you do?
Would it be possible for us to get those nets ready so if we do encounter a monster we might be able to entangle it? Think
I
that
can
would be
entangle things.
sensible
I'm real
idea?
good at entangling things.
Oh, you've got webs as well, don't you?
Yeah,
for us
as long
that
as there's
don't
2
have webs.
points that I can link it to, good things will happen.
Okay. So are we going to go below now?
So,
shall we-
yep,
Yeah.
I reckon, I'm
What
at
do you
the
want to do, Cal?
top of the stairwell. I reckon we should investigate down, find out what that noise is about, and see if we can find the scrimshaw.
Do you want to send the 2 stealthies first, or we all go down?
Mullamark's going to stay up here on the edge, ready to throw the rope down so that we have 2 exits. And he can also... How far is it down to the hold below, Malcolm?
10 feet, right?
10 feet, yeah. Ships are pretty...
10 feet. So hopefully he can rain down some spells from up here.
Okay,
Maybe-
I'm going to ask everybody to make me another stealth check, please.
Maybe half of us can go down the stairs and the other half can jump down the hole.
Okay, stealth.
Back on form.
Oh, yeah.
Shh,
Add 10 to all of them,
We
though.
need to...
Wow.
16, yeah, rocking.
I'm very stealthy.
Add 10 to all of them, though, yeah. So
Look
you
at
16
Shire and
altogether.
Tarvin.
Yeah.
36.
I
Do
can't
it, 36.
look at them. I don't know where they've gone.
Oh wait, I'm on a mast. Do I get another bonus for being not here?
Oh, sure, sure. You can have another... What did you roll, Whimsy? Yeah,
16, all up though.
I'll make it a dirty 20. There we go.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And you continue to scan. You do not see any dragons or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
In terms of just thinking in terms of needing to, if I wanted to fire an arrow, for example, I've got a pretty good view up here, yeah.
Yeah, down to this area here. I will point out that the normal way to get down to the hull is via this staircase. This staircase is just broken and shattered, and you can't even see what's below the staircase. So normally you could, just in this particular instance you can't. So this staircase is unusable. I mean, the obvious way is to go down here, but that has some complications with it, of course.
Well,
The
Bugs, you can hop
staircase
down.
is out of use.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Can I slowly lower the rope?
We've actually got this right here. This, I
Yeah.
believe, if my nautical knowledge is good, given my background, that this might be a capstan, which is used for raising and lowering the anchors. So you should be able to loop the rope around
I've
this.
tied the rope to the mast, which is just next to me on the right.
We can still loop it around this, and then what you do is you push on these. The wheel parts on the outside here will rotate, and that will raise or lower whatever we're putting down there. So if you stay up here, then you should be able to pull people back up on the rope if they need to.
It's 10 foot. I don't know how much that helps us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we can do this
Yeah.
one at a time, right? Okay, so
Well, I mean, it's a boat. It's bound to have lots of pulleys and halyards and stuff like that we could use to help quickly get us up up and out of the hold
Oh,
if
yeah.
need be.
Oh yeah, guys, beware ghosts.
Yes.
Got to tell you.
Look out for ghosts.
Yeah.
So if we're looking down into the hold, you said we could see some treasure, but there's lots of ice and stuff
Yeah.
covering it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the treasure was up here.
Right.
Sort of in this area on the deck below.
Yeah.
But the deck immediately below the hole, which I'm assuming is how the dragon gets in and out or whatever, is that clear? If we can go down to the floor, can we see floor?
Yeah, there's floor 10 feet below you.
Okay.
Let's see
Well,
if
I'm happy to be lowered down. As long as nobody tosses the dwarf, I'm happy to be lowered down.
I'm happy to. Are we happy to do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, send
We'll
our
do the
frontline people.
climb down then.
Shall
So-
we? Shall we
we
wave Shajara
stealthing?
over to this way, and so that we all get angles in here, so we get multiple angles. Yeah.
Whimsy, stand over here maybe? I guess
Shajai, how are you feeling being on the boat?
she might be next to the boat actually.
I just really want it to be over and done with. And I want to know what our plan is and how fast we can get out of here.
We're just here for the scrimshaw, then we can
Burn it up.
let Whimsy have a go at setting fire and see what she's capable of. Or we
Oh.
can throw a bit of that lamp oil and stuff that we've got on. Oh, did
Good point. Oh, sorry.
we manage to get that chest open in the captain?
No, I was just
No.
writing mental note to grab
Let's-
that on bombarding way out.
Okay.
Whimsy points to Tarvin and Bugs and asks and through message whether there's something tindery in there to light fire to. I'm good at that.
It's a boat.
Yeah.
In which room?
Anywhere in here. I mean, there's a boat. There's the whole boat, but if there's some kind of tindery stuff, because I imagine the boat's going to be soaked with ice and moisture and.
I have a
Makes-
tinderbox. That helps.
Oh, probably not. But if there's something real dry down below. Oh, she points at the dwarf and says, if you find something dry down there, let me know. I'm going to send it up in flames.
Well, I'm happy and ready to be lowered down as soon as everybody else is ready.
Yeah.
Are we still stealthing?
Yes, we all just
As best
re-rolled
we
it, eh?
can.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
could do with a fireball spell.
No,
Did I
not
say that
yet.
out loud?
Okay, so
Wishful
Cal,
thinking, though.
you're
Whatever.
being lowered down.
We do have
lowered
one.
Down?
Yeah, you can,
We have a scroll somewhere.
What?
and I can give that scroll to you. I'll happily give that scroll to you.
She'll happily take it.
So
So I
Cal,
think, yeah.
Cal, you're
It's a
being
strange
lowered down.
voice
Yep.
coming out of Whimsy.
Yeah, I'm lowering them down.
Okay, so Cal, it's tricky to stealth while you're being lowered down by a rope. So what I'm going to say, you're going to be as quiet as possible. You can make a stealth check. You'll still get your plus 10, but this will be at disadvantage.
Well, I already am, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, beta 6.
Oh, well, 10 and
20.
11.
Oh, 20.
20.
20.
So lower down ever so quietly. You land here. And this is what you see. Whoops. You see your old mate.
Oh, no.
An ice troll, and he's just banging on that door. He doesn't appear to have noticed you.
Bugs
Yeah, look-
sighs to Cal and just says, what do you see?
So I'm sighing back. Ice troll. At the
I sigh
southern,
this to each individual person up top.
at the southern end of the hold of this boat, underneath the stairwell.
Okay. Down here.
Okay.
Who's next?
Ice troll's better than a dragon.
Yeah.
Tarvin will go down, sure. Just lower me down if you like.
Okay.
I'll just shimmy on down. My elf-like ability. Shimmy, shimmy.
Well, I'll just say this before this. Cal, you can't help but notice this pile of treasure. I mean, I would notice it if Malcolm, the person, was there. And you do see, like, there's lots of gold and other coinage here. You swear you can see a Scrimshaw figurine buried beneath the ice. There's something there. You also know that it's going to take a hell of a lot of chipping away at the ice to get there. But you do see it in there. So?
Too hard. Too hard basket, eh, Cal? It's too deep. I can't dig that out. Never mind.
Okay, so who is going down next?
Tarvin.
Tarvin. Same thing. Stealth at disadvantage.
So a different. Oh yeah, disadvantage stealth. Coming right up.
That was sleight of hand, but that's okay. We'll do probably about the same.
Sorry. No, I'll do that again.
Okay.
That was it's not the same. So my apologies.
Sorry.
I should have accepted that.
Yeah, that can't be possible, can it?
17.
Oh, you rolled a 17. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not a 7.
Not a
Okay,
7. That's a 17.
Let me just check something.
Yes, I did roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yes, you did roll a 1. I thought it was a double 1 there for a sec. But Tarvin, you're pretty good at this. You slide down kind of behind Cal. Still doesn't appear to have noticed you.
In my eagerness, I fumbled my landing, but I made it.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
I'll
might
go
have-
next. Another stealth.
So is
Yep.
sorry, is that sound coming from a door over here? Bang.
Underneath the deck, yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to tap on the door back, it would just make him focus more on that door.
So
As much
Cal,
as messaging.
is there a cage around
Don't do
the
it.
troll? What's the
Don't do
deal
it.
there?
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Don't do it.
My other roll was a natural 20. 37.
37.
Is there a cage around this troll, Malcolm? I may have missed that.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Is it just
It's just under the stairwell.
and it's looking over here or something? I didn't notice
It's
this.
looking at that there's a door just
Probably
here.
more that. Yeah, it's banging on this door, wanting to get through it.
Okay.
I wonder
Mullaby-
if we should get that net and we just stand either side just in case it comes charging at us.
You're the one who gets the huge stealth damage, right? Because
Indeed,
you're
yes.
a roguey, so I think that we just need to load up on some fire, ready to go at this ice troll.
I've got
Yep.
fire.
Yeah, and so
Um,
maybe if Mullamark comes over to here and tries to get an angle looking down at it, and then we ambush it.
If we run out of fire spells, are we then not able to melt the treasure?
We can't. I've got fire as a cantrip.
Okay.
I also
can
believe
pretend-
I remember a little 18-year-old saying she could do something
Yeah.
with water or air.
If you guys keep on talking like this and discussing
Yeah, yeah.
tactics, the ice troll is going to notice it. Right? You
Yeah, I
can't
think we
go
need to-
into detailed combat tactics while you're in stealth mode, so keep that in mind.
Right,
I
I'll say
wanted
it.
to, sorry.
Shajaya, you're up.
I wanted to suggest that I go into spider form,
Sure.
capture the troll in a web, and then Whimsy could melt the gold while the troll is incapacitated, and then we can get the gold and get the hell out of here.
We can burn it.
I could disguise myself as a troll.
No, you can't. You can't. That's not what disguise self lets you do.
Yep.
Why not?
Well, first of all, do you wild shape into a giant spider, Shajaya?
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you should have control of the spider. And does the spider go down?
I'm just checking if I want to be, giant spider, spider climb, web, and, yes. I want to be a...
Can
do
Whimsy
I-
jump on your back? That looks exciting.
How do I change my... do you change me or do I click it?
What do you change into a spider?
Yeah, I'm changing into a giant spider, not a giant wolf spider, a giant spider.
Okay, so here's your giant spider. You should be able to move that around.
Oh, I just want to get straight down into the hold, and I'm gonna drop myself in on
Whimsy
my
sends you a
web.
message. I'm jumping on your back and can take
You
that
can-
for whatever it's worth as she jumps on your back.
Yeah, I'm going down on my webbing. You know,
You
how
can just
spiders
climb.
do.
You can climb on the wall, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, Shajaya and Whimsy both make stealth checks at disadvantage.
Hope my plan works. Oh, well.
Just roll again, Shajaya, because that's not a disadvantage.
21? Is that what I rolled?
Yep,
21.
Yep.
Yes.
And 19.
19 for Shajaya.
Okay. You guys are both down here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you should be able to see through the spider's eyes, Shajaya. So, yeah. Sneak
Okay.
down there.
So I want to sneak up to this guy and shoot him
Sorry.
with my. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can shoot your web. You can.
I'm just going to walk straight up to him. So I've got a range of
30 feet. You can do your
3
web.
feet.
Okay, make me a. It's just a strength check on his part. Okay, so he's going to make a strength check. It's pretty strong. And so you shoot this web out of Shajar, and it encases him, and then it lets out and just breaks free of the web. It didn't catch on. And then he turns around, glares at you, and and we need to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me?
Everybody.
We all do.
Everybody.
All right. Everybody. Okay, do we have everybody? It looks like it. Oh, ice troll. Did I? Ah!
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so the ice troll just.
Best roll ever.
This web crashes on it, rears it out and getting ready to pounce on whoever's next. Harvin, you are up.
I don't have any fire, so I'm just going to have to fire the old arrows at him. But I will use a Zephyr Strike, I think it is, isn't it? I get 2 attacks. No.
Two attacks advantage on your attack, though. And
Oh
two
no, I
attacks
get 2 attacks. I get 2 attacks because I Dread Ambusher. My
Oh,
first.
Dread Ambusher. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Take your shot.
Sorry, I'm just reading it. Okay, here we go.
Arrow comes firing in, and it gets just the right angle to pierce into the ice troll.
Well,
That's a hit. 12
Okay,
points of
here
piercing.
Here comes arrow number 2. Oh, not so good.
And this one hits the troll's hide and just bounces off. No damage done, so it gets deep into him, but that's it.
Okay, Calvin will stay put. He's got a big spider between him and the troll at the moment, so he's happy.
Okay, big spider.
I'm going to try to bite him.
Okay, you need to take a step forward, but absolutely.
Right, I have to every time I switch over the because my computer changes the describe it. Got to scroll through everything.
Ah, it's annoying.
Can I get close enough to him to bite him?
You go like that, you can.
Oh, right. And I'm just going to bite him.
Sure.
Oh, I'm on your back. I'm on your back.
So, number 1, that hits. So you do 10 piercing and 11 poison.
Oof.
Ouchies. And wait a minute, it's a con save for what? Or
They're
be
poisoned.
poisoned. Oh, so let's make a Constitution saving throw first of all, and then we'll describe what happens. Yeah, so this troll is obviously surprised to see a spider, and you come up and you jump on it, and your fangs dig deep into this creature. And that's a little roar of pain, and you can feel the venom from your fangs just seeping into this creature, and it's not liking it at all. But as you get that close to it, Shijai, you can feel the coldness just radiating from this creature. It is damn cold getting this close to it. And you can take 1, 2, 3. You can take 11 points of damage, Shijai, just from being so close to this incredibly cold creature.
Okay.
But you do hit it, goes off. Whimsy, still on the back of the spider. You too.
Yeah.
If you're on the back of the spider, you can take 11 points of damage just by being in the presence of
my
this thing.
eyeballs. Yep.
And it's your
I'll do
turn.
that real soon.
Sure.
I'm going to be a pain in the ass, Malcolm, and ask you a question.
Sure.
So I'm on the back of the spider. What I want to do is fire off a burning hands without harming the spider. I'm thinking that the troll is really tall, perhaps as tall or taller than the spider. So I just need to shoot straight ahead.
Yeah, you
and
can
not
target
harm
it
the
with
spider.
burning hands, no problem, without hurting the spider.
And-
Easy enough to do.
Okay, cool. That was I suppose that's the easy way of asking my question. Cool. Okay. Well, she will do that and fire a burning hands at him. So he's got to make a dexterity save versus. I'll just fire a burning hands.
15.
Oh shit! That was the wrong thing. I just wanted to cast it. Oh, and that was a shit roll too.
Okay, so burning hands. Each creature in a 50-foot. Okay, yep. So shoots out. Can you roll me a d20, please, Albert?
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh no.
Damn.
I don't know what you're hoping for there, Albert, but anyway. But regardless, as your burning hands shoot out, they just erupt on this creature, and he lets out a little yelp as he takes the full brunt of it and takes 8 points of fire damage from this thing. And it really, really didn't like that fire, which is not surprising considering what you've learned about the trolls, but your burning hands are
Vulnerable to fire.
Yep. And it's just
Oh, it's showing
enraged.
46. So that's weird. Did it? On my page, it rolled 3d6. On the spell, it says 4d6.
That's if you cast it at second level.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll do that next time. Yep. Shut up, Albert. Yep.
And you rolled a 1, a 6, and a 1 on your 3d8. So 3d6.
Yeah, I know, I
Not
saw
the best
that.
roll. Not
Gotcha.
the best roll, but that's
Gotcha.
right. But yeah, your burning hands kick in. The creature lights up. Is that your turn, Mimsy?
I think I better play safety because that did hurt me a lot. What the troll did to me, and I'll drop off her back, and even because I can do missile, I think I'll move over here. If that's
Okay.
does that do it? Five to drop off her back? I don't know how much to drop off her back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Yeah, you can get there easily enough.
Does that
so-
make sense? Cool.
Yep,
Okay.
no problem.
Cool, and-
Okay, so yeah, burning hands, creature roars, jump off the spider's back, and I agree, it is indeed a cool image, Malamak. But what does Bugs do?
It's Cal's turn. You skipped Cal.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Cal.
Right, let's go. So I'd like to move down next to the hammock I assume that gives me sort of... I have line of sight from here.
Yep.
The stairway's not in the way.
Yep.
I'm not going to melee. I will throw my one of my 2 hand axes. See how
Okay.
that goes.
Cool. 13 just bounces off the creature's hide, and as you get close to it, you can take 10 points of damage, 8 points of damage, sorry, from the cold.
Okay.
Yeah, but your hand axe just gets thrown and just bounces off.
So this coldness is at least 10, 15 feet away from the creature.
Yep. I tell you what, I'll give you guys a helping hand.
Little aura.
There's health. I'm going to say it, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so Cal, you move there, throw the axe, bounces off. No good. Do you stay there?
No, now that I know that it's pretty cold here, I will step just a pace back.
Okay, Bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try do some stealth attack on it with my bow.
Okay. You can do it at advantage with your we'll say your bonus action. You stealth behind here, and yeah, that will
Yep.
give you advantage because the troll doesn't see
I
you.
get
So roll again.
stealth anyway because the spiders are.
Yeah, but you
attacking.
get an advantage. You might roll a natural 20 is what I'm getting at.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, it's always
Opposed to the
worth
natural
rolling.
19 she already got.
It's always worth rolling again. Okay, so cool. So line up. You get the sneak attack from the arrow. Pull back on your bow. Comes in and sinks deep into the troll's hide, and it's just furious. Didn't see you guys coming. Thanks to pass without a trace, and yeah, digs deep in. Do you stay where you are, Bugs?
Yes.
Okay, Malamak.
So I'm actually at the top and can't see any of this. How am I able to? Do I have line of sight on the troll itself from where I'm at?
you
I'm top there.
Do, but it's
Yep.
going to get a little bit of cover. I'm going to say it gets +2 to its armor class just from the angle and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So not too bad.
So he's going to do produce flame as a bonus action and then throw it for his action.
Okay.
And yeah, so here he is throwing this little flame. 20.
Yeah, 20 would actually be an 18 with his
Yep,
with a -2, but
Yep.
an 18 still hits.
cool. And so I will do this. Go through. So 3 fire.
Okay. So once again, the troll is just furious as this flame produces up onto him. And I'll just put you here, Malamak, so you can see what's happening. But you're upstairs, right?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you stay there?
no, I'll stay there.
Okay. So the ice troll sees the spider laying into him. It doesn't like it. So first of all, it reaches for your spider form, Shajai, with these massive claws. And let's do this all together, actually. That's not good. So it just starts tearing into you, Shajai. First of all, it digs claws into both of your spider's forms, and you feel the coldness and the damage coming in. You take 19, 28, 33 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh,
Now,
I only
believe,
got 29.
this is your spider form,
had-
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the hit points of your spider?
Okay, hang on then. Sorry about that. The giant spider is 3
That's right.
points. 6.
Okay, and you took some cold damage. 10
11,
points.
yeah.
7, was it? Okay.
11 first.
11.
11 was
Plus
it? Okay.
29. Yeah.
So that's 11 plus
40.
40. So for one thing, your spider goes away. Poof! And in its place,
Oh.
Shajai appears. And how much damage did we say? 40? Was it 40? And
Yes,
26
11
and
plus
14.
29.
So Shajaya, you personally take 10 hit points worth of damage. As
It's your
the...
10 hit points.
Oh yeah, so just say your 10 hit points go. And then as the spider, you fall to the ground, coming back into the jar, still feeling quite healthy. But the creature's still got a grip on you, and it kind of picks you up, sinks its teeth into you, and does an additional 19 points of damage on top of it. And then throws your body to the ground at a roar sound.
Trolls.
So net effect of all of that, you personally take 19 points of damage, Shajaya, because your 10 hit point was taken up. So, yep. Don't forget you're on 40, and yeah, take away another 19 from that. Okay, yeah, so that's the Ice Troll's turn. You see it just rip the spider into shreds and do some serious damage onto Shajaya as well. Tarvin, what do you do?
Same as before, but only one attack this time.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to fire an arrow at its head if I can.
Okay. That hits. So the arrow flies across, and yeah, as this troll is celebrating, just ripping this spider to shred, it takes it right in the chest and it plucks it off, and blood starts oozing out of this creature's chest. Whimsy, your new friend Shajaya.
Shajaya's turn.
Oh,
Shajaya.
sorry, Shajaya.
Yeah.
Yep, my apologies.
Yeah, because
yeah. Shajaya, what do you do? Let's put her on 17.
I'll move out of the cold.
Okay, if you just move, you'll get an attack of opportunity. Or you could...
I will...
So
Okay.
here's the thing, you can move away from the creature and get an action, like cast a spell or something. But if you do that, the troll's going to get a free attack against you. Or you could take your action to disengage, which means it won't get a free attack on you, and you can just move away for freely, but you don't get to cast a spell or something. Your choice.
Do you still get a bonus section if you disengage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just reading all my...
Your spells?
I've got this thing called, Summon Beast.
Ooh. Summon a dragon.
I can call forth a bestial spirit. It sounds like me when I get home from work. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the bestial spirit stat block. When you cast the spell, choose an environment, air, land, or water. The creature resembles an animal of your choice. Okay. So willing to take advice from the team, air, land, or water in this environment to get this guy.
What do
Are
trolls
you
say?
disengaging, and then is this a bonus action, or are you running risk of getting swatted and then hoping to cast the spell? Which way round is it?
I just have to range area 90 feet. I don't have to touch him.
But this is a bonus action, is it?
Well, here's the thing, Shajaya, you're here, right?
Yeah.
You can go over here and cast the spell, but the troll will get a free attack against you. Or you could say, I just disengage and go over here. It won't get an attack on you, but you can't cast the spell.
And I can't have another action.
You can have bonus action.
Your action. He can attack me.
Okay, so he's going to take a swipe. Let's see if he hits you first of all. So as you turn and
it's unfair that he gets to go first.
Well, it doesn't get to go first because you're running away from him, just turning your back and taking off, and it's going to try and just swipe at you with its claw as you run past, and it misses. So a good decision. Rolled a 13, so it misses you. So now you're free to cast your spell. So you're going to cast Summon Beast.
Yeah, so I'm asking the team. I can summon any beast, air, land, or water. Water's not necessarily going to work, is it? If it's
Well, something that may be like cold resistant, maybe like a polar bear. Would that
Earth.
decent stat
polar
block
bear.
Yeah.
for attacking it? An enraged polar bear suddenly appearing would probably be somewhat distracting.
That'd be pretty cool.
There.
Can I summon? The beast doesn't provoke opportunity. Water breathing, multi attack. What about like an ice dragon? I summon that.
You can make it look whatever
sounds
you
alright.
like, but you can make it
Okay,
look like
I'll
whatever
just-
you like, but it doesn't get any special
Right.
abilities.
Yeah.
Do you want to make it look like?
Attack
Sorry.
this guy. Attack this.
Oh, yeah.
this-
Yeah, but I'm saying
and
you can
be
make it.
immune to ice.
Okay. Let's call this here your dragon little creature here. This guy here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to summon it right next to the dragon. Right next to the dragon. Right next to the ice troll. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so it can do an attack roll. Equal to half the spell level. So you can do a maul attack for this creature. So just click on
Right.
roll me a d20. This will be the easiest way to do it. Roll me a d20, Shajaya. And you can add a 6 to your roll.
Did it go?
Don't see it.
Why isn't it going? Sorry, everybody.
Sorry?
No.
It's just rolled it twice.
What was it?
Oh, yeah,
Tell us.
24. 24, yeah.
So you rolled an 18 plus a 6 is 24. Yep, that hits. So you can then roll. You can just do this inside of the sheet there. You see where the maul it says D8 plus 4.
Yeah. But and do I roll that?
Yep.
Sorry for taking so long.
It's all good. It's all good.
Working for me.
So what was the damage that you rolled?
5?
7 and 5.
5 plus
5.
So it's 5 plus you also get the spell's level, so that'll be 6 points of damage to the troll. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, you summon the beast. It appears there in a dragon type forms and start just clawing into this creature. Nice. And the advantage that this thing will get, if there's an ally next to it, it will get advantage on the roll. But there's not one there, but that's okay. But a nice round Shajaya. Now let me think. What does it initiative happen on?
It should be Whimsy.
Shares your initiative count. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Yeah, so this
yeah,
thing
right.
happens on Shajaya's turn. And yes, Whimsy, what do you
Yeah.
do?
I'm wanting to do another burning
Burning
hands.
Man.
Okay,
It's
sure.
second level. I'll chuck a spell point into it and give it a crack.
Okay.
So that'll be 46. Shall I just roll the it's got a roll versus 15, 16 now because it's
No,
a different level.
no, it doesn't work like that.
No, 15.
Not
Okay,
highest.
cool.
So it passes it, so it'll take half damage, I believe, from your burning hands.
Damn it.
Roll
Okay,
out
here
18.
comes 46. I'll just roll 46 damage. 2, 3, 4, and roll. Oh, that was perfectly less than average.
But regardless, it takes a 10 points of damage as your burning hands erupts around it, and it was celebrating ripping this spider